we left off. I need to make an intro sometime. Okay. As our band of heroes escape from the flight of Vulcanville, they run into the unknown darkness and dangers of the Underdark. And see. Okay, what do you guys do? Oh, and we'll say there was...
Who knows what unseen dangers we will run into?
I know.
Chris knows.
Okay, we'll say there were 4 backpacks left, just like, from different soldiers, and they each have 3 days of rations. So you guys have about 12 days of rations, I think, right? To divide out amongst yourselves.
12 rations, and we have how many people? It's time to start killing somebody.
Well, I mean, if you guys didn't find that ooze, you would have had a lot less.
That's true.
I was like, I can get rid of some NPCs. No.
Nope. We're taking them all.
Okay. So what do you guys do?
We were going to Sloopadoop and trying to cover our tracks as we go as expeditiously as we can manage with this.
Were we going to the elevator?
You guys already...
We've already down the elevator and we're taking off
down
through the
now.
tunnel.
We're
Oh,
out.
okay, cool. Just
Although
checking
I
where
would
we're at.
really I would appreciate getting a short rest as soon as possible. I need to restock on bombs and
Let me get some armor on.
things.
Yeah.
Can I
No,
do
you-
anything?
Like as soon as we're a safe enough distance away that we know that they will.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Probably.
Let's see. I'm in the pyro personality right now, I believe, because I switched in the middle of the last battle and hurt myself to do so.
Yeah, you Dr. Jekyll over here.
This is how the only way I can kill.
Yeah.
How long does the temporary HP last?
It's probably gone by now. Wasn't it like 10 minutes or something?
I'm not sure. I'd have to. I think that the original class description was like it lasts for a round. And I was like, no, that's stupid. That's not how it works.
No.
Like I was just like, if anyone in Tyrolith is playing this class, it does not stop after a round. That's dumb. What's the point of that?
It's a challenge.
We wanted to make it like True Strike.
Yeah.
Big middle finger.
It's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, here, have temporary hit points for a round for 6 seconds of your life. I'm like, wow, that's so worth spending.
I feel so... No, I'm done.
That's so worth spending this turn doing.
The dragon takes the
why?
6-second breather.
Yeah.
Recharge.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, the dragon specifically holds its action to wait for your temporary hit points to wear off.
Feeling a little weaker there now?
He's in the sphere for 10 rounds. Wait for 10 rounds.
Yeah.
I could wait.
So good.
I got all
guys
the
hear
time
the-
I need.
You guys hear the drow fighting more demons.
You guys hear that?
Yeah.
Yes.
The fireworks?
Oh, is that what that is?
I was like, what is that noise? Makes sense. Okay.
Of course.
Oh!
Yeah, because it's Pioneer Day.
Potatoes.
Ah, yeah. I'm like going through like meeting everybody, going, okay, who can I isolate?
Like, who's making that black with ragged?
Totally fine.
Pioneer Day.
Now that we've explained it away, I'm fine with it. Okay. Yes, definitely a short
battle
rest.
going on in the distance, you know?
Right.
It's the Underdark.
So how far do you want to travel until
There's
you try to
always
take a...
something happening in the Underdark.
Run until we don't hear sirens.
Well, and
And then a little bit further.
and I think that we would reference Shushar and get his advice. Like, where's a good place to stop? I mean, you know how far it is to go. Are we close enough to like? I think he would be able to gauge well the distance.
Or if we can find some tunnels that we can cut off along the side to hurry and jump down. For...
I mean, also, like, I don't know exactly where we are. I know the general ways to go when you get to the main tunnels and stuff, but we're kind of... I've never been here before, I'm sorry.
No problem.
Right.
He has kind of like an idea because like the map,
Sure. Yeah.
But I mean, it doesn't have like, here's this tunnel. It's just kind of like, looking at one of those like placemat, like maps of like the U.S. and just like, this is here and this is here. Yeah.
Right.
And it has nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. Can we?
Is there a waffle at Floopadoo?
Is there a waffle?
Like it's a placemat. Like they decorate it with
Oh.
food for the.
So you guys just like dead sprinting or like walking fast or like.
We probably should try and be sneaky, but quick, quick and sneaky.
And are you trying to take the time to like walk on the side, the rocks or something? Like how are you trying to cover up or not cover up or the tracks or?
I'm trying to cover up with armor. Does that count?
Just look outside the window.
Which window on which side?
Right behind you. Oh, it might have stopped. But there's like a ton
Oh,
of fire.
jeez, they're right outside your window.
I feel bad. That
Wow.
one's asleep.
Really?
We're just
That
gonna
is
see
really
that, like just a few frames as the window shatters and just one comes in and then everybody just goes down.
No!
You never play D&D again after that. Here's the Iron Chris in the hand of Chris.
As someone who has recently had some experiences with malfunctioning fireworks, that does not sound fun.
Yeah. Yeah, Sadie's family had some trouble on 4th of July, and it ended with a few people being hospitalized. So,
Oh, man. That's
Yeah.
insane.
What
Yeah.
happened?
So, my dad was either misinformed or misunderstood how one of the fireworks he got worked. He thought it was just a fountain that went up, but it also sprayed around, and so it lit some mortars that he had laying on the ground. So they shot at us. One of them flew right past my brother, who was sitting next to me, and one of them flew at my sister's family, and like burned her 2-year-old all the way up his leg, and
yeah, poor kid had to have skin grafts.
and then my brother-in-law saw it coming, so he like jumped on it and covered it with a blanket, so it blew up underneath his hands.
Holy cow.
And right after that, so his fingernails started turning black. I think he broke a
jeez.
finger, or fractured it or something.
Gosh.
Yeah. My sister was nursing her new baby at the time, and her nursing cover completely melted,
Oh, jeez.
and it was rough. My ear was ringing. I saw it
Was that what happened to Krista? I never heard what happened to her. I know.
no, that was Abby.
Okay.
Abby was
'Cause
nursing
Krista didn't-
Elsie.
Yeah, Krista just didn't talk about what
Yeah,
happened to her.
Krista didn't
and so
really
we
talk
don't even
about
know.
her. She
Uh-huh.
was driving them to Ermac when she realized that like maybe she'd been hit in the chest or something.
Holy cow.
So yeah. So but
Insane.
everybody's okay now, I think, and Ooh.
After some surgeries and things to do some repairs, but
Oh my gosh. Did you just like stop and go to the hospital? Everybody.
Yeah, we put out the fire, and we got my nephew's leg all covered in like some kind of Neosporin type ointment, and we started them off. And my other brother-in-law, Taryn, he had took her daughters back to their house and put them to bed. And my mom came over and was like doing their laundry and helping with the baby and stuff like that. She made their bed. And like, my mom's just trying to keep herself busy because she's a worrier.
Oh, man.
So she's like doing all of the housework while she waits to hear back from them.
Dang, that's crazy.
But
yeah, lest we forget, fireworks do in fact involve a lot of like fire and gunpowder and
the fireworks!
It's dangerous.
but
Always be careful.
it's all good.
Okay, so and who's leading the front of the pack?
Not me.
I
I
will be
mean-
close to the front, but I don't have dark vision, so I
Right.
won't be
Could
as
we?
useful as
Let's
scouting.
say-
Oh,
wise.
do I have something to help us out?
I
We'll,
voted
we'll
red.
say the cave's probably about probably like 15 feet wide. So you're not like, you know,
Shoot.
I mean, I guess we could light a torch and go that way.
I should have picked
Yeah.
that up.
and there are some bioluminescent algae mushrooms. So no,
Okay.
you,
I want to eat a mushroom. I'm just kidding.
your tongue is
Your eyes start glowing.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
can
you
see
have-
the dark.
You have headlights for.
and the god I worship.
Green beams coming out my eyes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like yeah, you guys
It's
can
like,
see.
you light the path, however, you also are like hallucinating super bad. Just like
Yeah, it's a main.
Is that a
path that
beholder
they-
dragon?
So
Druka's just like holding your shoulders, leading you like, nope, eyes forward. No,
No,
stop,
it's not
eyes
his not his shoulders even, just like holding his horns, just like staring.
just like handlebars.
Yes.
Oh, I
got it
love
covered.
it. So good.
I'm gonna love the
I
Twinitars.
got you, brother.
I'm gonna love the Twinitars.
Heck you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Really,
who's
though?
leading the charge?
I mean, if we have some light,
So
I
it's
guess.
bioluminescent, and we can basically see
You guys
like
can see about
dusty.
20 feet in front of you, maybe 30.
So it's still pretty dark.
Yeah, it's pretty dark. But, you know,
You can still at least-
for someone
So
with like
who
severe
can-
dark vision.
Like, as we're walking along, every 100 yards or so, I am like basically taking a little bit of my rope, fraying it to pull off some like a fine string from it, and I'm setting little traps that will like pull a rock down, and I'm leaving a bomb on the ground so that if anybody follows us, they will trip
Ooh.
bombs and like trigger a cave-in near themselves. Basically,
Excellent.
like I only have a few bombs left. I think I've got like 6 bombs, so I'm doing that just for a little bit. But it's like hopefully they won't miss all 6 of them, and hopefully we get a short rest before I need bombs again.
Right.
And we'll get a heads up if
Yeah,
something
exactly.
triggers.
Yeah, we will definitely hear
Totally fine
explosions
with that.
behind us if we're being followed.
Excellent.
All
Excellent.
right. So who's leading the charge?
I will be in front.
Okay.
Draco
Okay,
will
I'll take up the back.
take point.
With the Twinitars
So
front
you
and
guys
back.
take it about 50, 100 feet. Druka, roll a perception check.
Oh, good. Save.
Yeah, I'm really glad that's you because I have a -1 perception.
Oh, where are you? There you are. I have
I'm-
+2.
I am not wise.
Oh, but I didn't roll really good. That's a total of 6.
Okay.
Oh,
That's not good.
While you guys are running, you feel like it's not hard, but you feel like a little bit of resistance. And like
In the air?
no, kind of like more towards
I
like your.
can feel it coming in the air
And
tonight.
you like, and above you hear a bunch of
No!
everybody.
Never.
I go like this because I feel it. I mean, I walked into it, but I give the halt.
Everybody roll initiative.
That's not good. That's not good. That's not good.
Oh, cool! Now that I used my bombs.
Don't worry, we'll have a short. Oh, never mind.
It's a good thing that I can deal with like daggers and stuff and longbow or not longbow, longsword,
Oh,
crossbow.
that's
and
actually
stuff,
not bad for me. 13.
Freaking still don't have my armor on yet.
Good,
Natural
that's better
20.
than last
Let
week.
On my initiative.
So it's a 16 for Electo.
Alright, sorry, guys. They just would have had something. So 16 for Electo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andruka. Yep. What's
I'm guessing
your what's your dex bonus?
I'm guessing Electo has more dexterity because you're more of a thrower.
Yeah, I have a 19 dexterity with +4, so
That's a 0 bonus on the deck.
intelligence and dex are my highest stats, so
Nice. Boso, what'd you get?
24.
Nice.
Yes.
Woo! I got 17.
Time to be wizardy. I got 17. Yeah, I just had some fireworks going on. Stop it.
Oh, fudge.
If we have a neighbor that's like really into fireworks on Pioneer Day.
Apparently. That's cool. It's right outside your window.
Oh, Shara, you would
Oh,
know.
jeez.
Sorcerer spellcasting. When do I get my spell slots back? Long rest or short rest?
For a sorcerer, it's a long rest.
Yeah.
Fudge. Why did I pick this class?
Should've gone Warlock. I was kidding.
Because you wanted the
I
meta
know.
magic.
I wanted to do something different. Why did I
Yeah,
pick this
different.
class?
But you don't even have Eldritch Blast.
And you don't even have ale. Sorry. I watched the
Ingredients.
Grog telephone narrative today.
Oh, I want to
Yeah.
watch that so bad.
We tried to watch it live, and
Whoa.
Twitch just would not stream consistently. It'd like load for 3 seconds, it'd buffer for 3 seconds.
The funniest thing I've seen in months.
I got
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys are setting up a.
Side trap.
Ah. Okay.
spiders in
Where is the-
Underdark.
I usually wouldn't have done a thing, but I figured they would have like at least 1 or 2 things to try and see if people would.
No, it's probably only
I
cave
just rolled
creatures.
a 4.
I mean, travel in the Underdark, we're gonna have to be prepared for like random encounters and that kind of thing, because
I'm not even because it's all like random encounters, so you get to this town. It's like,
Yeah.
Who has the highest perception in our party?
Well, I'll tell you, it's not me. I have probably the worst wisdom in the party. So.
Maybe Heidi's because she's
I have a +3
yeah.
to
Ooh,
perception.
Heidi's a ranger, so
Yeah, Heidi probably
No,
has
not for
more.
this one.
Yeah, she's a fighter in this one, aren't you?
I'm a
oh no, you're a
Fire,
fighter. Yeah,
yeah.
my bad. I'm sorry.
We got trip fighters! Hoorah!
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Is it me then?
She's
So
it.
Quinn gets to be our
It's a die?
Crap!
point person, maybe.
We're comparing
And mine is
perception.
bad
Yeah,
either. I have a
the
+2 to
perception skill.
perception,
Yeah.
but I just
What's your
rolled a
perception?
freaking 4.
It's wisdom.
No, like what's your number?
-3.
Okay, that's mine.
Like
There you go.
one of my
Well, 2 of
personalities
us
has
with 3 is better than me with 3. Because apparently I can't roll.
like
Well,
one of my personalities has proficiency in perception, and in that personality, my perception bonus is -1. That's how bad my wisdom is.
I remember
In the
hearing
other
about that one, yeah.
In the other personality, my perception is -3 because that's what my wisdom modifier is, and I don't have proficiency in that personality.
Ow. Oh, funny. But I'm okay. I'll be fine. I've got good hit points, so that's fine. I don't mind being in.
Okay. I think I have picked my dice for the night. Oh my gosh. Maybe I should have left that D20 out.
Yeah, another reason a short rest would be nice is that I'm not feeling super comfortable about the number of hit points that I have.
Yeah. You're in rough
Yeah,
shape,
little
aren't
squish. Little squish.
Like
Yeah, did
I'm not low, but I'm like near halfway down my already limited number of hit points. So I'm like,
Right.
We lost our temporary HP, is that right? At this point?
yeah, I think by now our temporary HP's gone. I'm gonna say for
I'm
now
not
until
sure how
I
to manage that on here.
Be like,
I would
Oh,
assume that
no.
at least at most.
There we go, I got it.
And
I got it.
at least a minute.
I'm gonna say for now until I actually make a final judgment call on like this class in Tyrolith, I'm just gonna say that the painkiller bomb lasts like 10 minutes, and
Yeah.
that beyond 10 minutes or so, you're just gonna have to either have another one or you're not gonna. have
Yeah,
it.
it always ranges from 1 to 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just know that I absolutely refuse to allow it to be one round because that's just pointless.
But it's like the true strike of bombs, David.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Just like I love the Mage Hand Press guys. They do a lot of great work, but like, come on, a round. What's the point?
Okay, I'm almost done. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, it would have been really cool to take a short rest because then Electo and Druka could have armored up.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, you guys are still like
You
pretty.
no longer have 10 AC.
Yeah, and I could have crafted bombs so that I would have bombs.
It's only a 10 DC.
I only have 10 AC. Stop.
Spiders will have 10 HP. Hear that?
Yeah, most of my AC bonus just comes from having high dex. Like, other than that, I'm just in leather armor, so I'm not.
Same.
I'm currently not wearing
I don't-
armor.
I don't have
Yeah.
armor.
Nothing to sneeze at having my day.
Like, if we'd had a short rest, I could have made like a potion that it would at least help with some things.
Right? Life's good. It's a piece of
I
cake.
don't
We're practical
know.
gods.
I don't know if we could have though, because we were leaving a battle zone
Yeah.
and escaped.
Just like getting out and taking a short rest immediately would have been stupid, but we're
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
like, yeah,
Hey.
I don't want to spoil it yet, but one of the potions that I have, I think that the
Oh, I'm not
fighters
poisoned
might
anymore.
appreciate. Like the
Oh, if it's a potion of haste. Or Electo has a sudden brain aneurysm from his split personalities.
it's not haste.
So drastic. So sad. Okay. I just don't want to do like everyone because it'll take so long. It's okay if we just do like a couple of the NPCs.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
I mean, I'll do like the.
It's your call, man. You're the DM.
Yeah,
I
dude,
mean, a few of the NPCs that are with us are absolutely useless in a fight anyway. Like, what's
Yeah,
Stool
they're
gonna
gonna
do? Like,
Here, now you can hear the spider. Kill, kill, kill,
He's
kill,
gonna
kill,
yell and scream in our ears subconsciously.
Although do remember
Do it!
the prince? Last time you guys fought the spider, he was immune to poison. So
yeah.
who was?
The prince.
the Quagoth, who thinks Durendil, the one who thinks he's a what do you
A
call it?
royal.
Yeah, the one who thinks he's an elf.
Yeah.
That has been like polymorphed or something. And that didn't we get the impression that he's just nuts? Like, isn't there like somebody in?
I can't
I
remember.
feel like I feel like one of us
I feel-
insight checked him, like
yeah.
one of us who actually has wisdom, because it wasn't
Oh,
me.
it was you.
Like-
No.
Well, he said the
mentioned where
name
you-
of he said the name of where he was from, and I'm
Yeah.
like, nah. I think I rolled a
yeah.
natural
That's
20
what-
on that one or something
Yeah,
like
so,
that.
and with your high
Yeah.
intelligence,
That's
Electro,
not a play.
Like-
Like
Electro
a couple of us were familiar with the area he claimed to be from
Huh.
and spoke Elvish and stuff, and we're just like,
Yeah.
oh, that's
not a
not a place. That's not a thing. So,
Okay,
That's
do we have
not good.
everyone on the? Let's see, Belso, Electro, Druka.
I don't know, we're still on the bridge.
Oh shoot! Sorry.
You're fine. Trigger it before you get too far.
Just do everything I say in my mind.
I'll be back shortly.
That'd be block.
Whee! Oh no!
Oh no! What is that? Gross!
That's just not right.
It's the
Bro.
security system.
I knew there were
Oh.
stupid spiders. I'm glad they're not cave fishers. That would be worse.
And K-Fish are sweet.
Cave fishers are awesome though. I'm just
Son
saying.
of a bitch.
Because their blood is alcoholic.
Oh, I need clean.
Do we remember, because we fought spiders before, right?
Yeah.
I understand you guys did.
Did we pick up on any weaknesses that time?
Let's see.
Have we
No,
Okay.
no vulnerabilities.
What?
Okay.
Have we fought?
They don't have any vulnerabilities.
Are they? Do they have any like
On the bridge, whenever
strengths
we
we
split
should
up,
be aware of?
that first
Any what?
that first encounter.
Like, were there any strengths that we needed to be aware of? Like, don't use fire because it heals them, kind of thing.
No, they're just
Okay,
giant spiders.
they're just spiders.
Poisonous.
Ah!
Wait, were the
Okay.
the same things that I tried the ice on and it didn't work?
No, those were the
Those are
rocks,
the Brocs, the big flying.
Yeah, those are
the big
demons.
demons.
Demons tend to be resistant to, at least from what you know right now, ice damage.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is like
cool.
the second episode where we'd split up and we took out the tower, and then you guys took out the bridge.
That was a bunch of giant spiders.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Spiders of unusual
Yeah.
size. I don't believe they exist.
And me without my bombs.
And me without armor.
Sorry.
Oh, squishy! Oh, you're
If you
not.
want to-
Guys,
David, if you want to, you could say that this, because I said this happened within the first like 100, 200 feet of leaving the tunnel, like while you guys were sprinting. You could say this happened before.
Where am I?
Yeah, let's say I have at least like, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 bombs if it's that quick.
Yeah,
but
maybe 4. Let's say maybe
I'm sorry,
4.
there's only a 10 DC perception check.
I'm not complaining. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I
like,
don't want to.
if it's that quick, I wouldn't have used all my bombs up yet. So
Yeah, so yeah, I want this to happen like as you guys are running out. So okay,
yeah.
okay, so
classic,
Guys, I don't have any second level spells.
top of the round. Is that Belso?
Yep. Also,
Also, he's gonna do something amazing, I'm sure.
I'm not on there.
Can
But
I like catch the webs on fire with like or something? Would that do anything to them? Or would that be worse for us than?
I mean,
Let me
maybe.
get it off of me, and then you
you
can do
can
that.
certainly try.
Yeah.
Go for it. That sounds like a great idea.
That sounds like a really good idea, actually. If anything, it keeps them off the walls a little bit.
Right?
I mean, not
We-
that spiders can't climb
It's not
walls,
a new
but
day. This is still the day we escaped, right?
Unless they're
they're
like
moving.
maybe
This is-
I'm still winter.
yeah, they'll come. They're coming down.
so maybe the only reason why that might not be good is if there's webs above us and if it ignites everything and then fire's falling
Yeah.
down on us. So where are the webs now that we're aware that we're like in a spider place?
I mean, just all around the walls around here, and you can see like on the top there's a lot of webs. But I mean, it's they're very thick. So I mean, I will just say like, unless it's like a fireball or something, like it would probably only burn in webs like it normally does. It's not gonna be like covered in gasoline and like everything. It might take a while to like burn through all of this because it's super super thick, especially on the top.
Okay.
It's kind of like there's nothing like they're just big spiders. There's nothing like magical.
It's not good to catch everything all at once.
they don't look magical.
As far as you know.
Even worse.
But I mean, you can definitely try and see how you roll on stuff. I'm just saying, like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm a little concerned about we might cause more problems than helping there. So I'm gonna cast Ice Knife instead.
Ooh.
At when it says it damages something within 5 feet, does that mean it's the square next to it?
Yeah.
So like if I hit the small one on the top, it'll hit the bigger one too.
Oh, and you guys can arrange yourselves however you were.
If
So
you
like
hit the
a-
big one, you can hit it
Drew-
like
Drew
the
goes-
middle top, and you can hit all three.
Yeah, I can't move my
Oh,
token.
Okay.
Oh, you can't.
I don't have a token.
Oh, okay. I haven't made yours yet, so you're just gonna be.
I thought I sent you one.
You probably did. I just. It's been a long. It's...
I'll
Is
find
that
out.
his token right there?
Oh yeah.
Goes to the sky.
I see the. I saw you sent me the tokens. Was it to
I'll send it to you in
my?
a second.
Sorry, I'll start making so you guys can move your character. I can
Hit
real quick.
everything with it.
Can you send me that?
Yay.
Okay.
I'm gonna back away.
Yeah. Do that.
So, if it It says that I throw the knife, and whether it hits or misses, it'll explode and damage everything within 5 feet. Did you say, Daniel, I could hit somewhere that'll hit all 3 of those in the top?
Like if it was right.
Oh, gotcha.
in
So
there?
within 5 feet. So like if you hit, so if you hit this spider, then it would hit the small one and the middle one. That's within 5 feet of the dagger or within 5 feet of the creature.
The dagger.
Okay.
Where the dagger exploded.
Gotcha. So yeah, that would you're gonna hit 2 of them no matter where you put it. So you can either hit it here and get the small one, big one, or you can hit it here and get both the big ones.
All right, I'm gonna try and.
It's one of those. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying I want to hit the small one. Hopefully it'll die easier.
There you go.
I mean, next to the small one up in the top. So it says. Well, first I need to back up, but I can't do that.
Yeah, he's working on it.
Okay. Just saying, I want to run as far back as I can because I got lots of range. And
Looks like
then
we got control of Druk and Artak.
Can you guys move your characters
Oh, there
now?
we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Now just let me
I don't know how
load
to
up.
do that.
Okay.
Not to put too much on you, Daniel, but I think this music might be a little
Oh,
too peaceful
Yes,
for what's going
thank
on.
you.
Come on, Daniel. How are you not playing it this very second?
Okay.
I'm not paying attention to music anymore.
As I panic.
I'm lost in spiders. I'm
Casting spells
terrified.
from
Okay.
behind people
Remind me, red is armor
Red is your
class
passive.
and red is passive?
Red is passive.
Wait, no. Oh, it's
Yeah, it's all
fine.
good. Red is passive. Green is health, and blue
And blue is armor class.
Yep.
Try that now, Heidi.
Like a metal shield.
And passive,
Nope.
which I think is the same as my armor class, so I don't know why I bothered to ask.
Okay,
Passive.
so what was
Yep,
also doing?
I am right.
I want to cast an ice knife at the top too.
Okay. What's the range on that?
120 because I have spell sniper.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I
Roll an attack.
Can hit everything.
So I'm trying to remember, is there any rules about casting from behind somebody, like if I hide behind these guys?
I mean, it's a 5-foot square, so I mean, if you want, you could just move like up here to cast it, and then move back to it. So it's like,
Oh, that's right, I can move out
Step
here and
out.
stuff.
yeah.
And
I'm
even
gonna
in
do
that
that.
case, like a 5-foot
It's
square, we really like a character doesn't take up a whole 5-foot square, so it's not like we are really
cast it.
vastly
I'm
in
sure
the
you
way.
Unless you say like I'm directly behind X, then it's not really.
Right.
And even
Or if
then,
you're a
like
werebear.
if you're directly behind one of us, maybe then you could be like, I lean. You could do the corner thing.
Plus-
I peek out
plus
from
they're
around
on the
side
ceiling,
and
so-
far in
Plus,
front
they're on the
of me.
wall, so it's pretty easy to see them.
The action movie
psyched
corner
over
lean,
their
where you.
Yeah. You have a clear view to. Are you getting this one?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a clear view.
Well, I want to hit the big one so that it hits the small one too.
So
Okay, cool.
targeting the
Right
big
in the
one.
corner.
Because
Yeah.
the spell does damage to what I throw the knife at if I hit it, and then it explodes and hits them both.
Okay. Cool. Roll an attack.
So I got 13.
Let's see.
Yeah, really, the only time you're gonna like start going crazy on like shooting through stuff is if you roll a natural one. Then that could be bad.
Yeah.
So you're doing the giant spider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The armor class is 14 for that one.
Oh no!
Oh, just a miss.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just barely misses. But it'll still get hit in the explosion.
Yeah. So it's they must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take
Oh,
2d6
so you-
damage.
What's the DC?
I don't remember how to find that.
So when you're on your
Save
spells,
DC?
it should be right at the top. Yeah, spell save.
14.
13. That's it.
Oh, right there. 14.
13.
No!
Yeah!
And then the small spider. 11. So they both failed their dex saves.
Woo!
How do I roll 2d? What was it?
So it flies through, sticks to the wall just between the spiders, and then goes. Pew!
2d6. What's a d6?
Like it.
Oh, I know what a d6 is.
Oh gosh! All the lit
8
books.
8 damage.
damage off of them.
Nice.
And then
Take
I can do stuff with bonus actions. I don't remember what. Oh wait, no, I can't.
Oh gosh.
What is the rogue thing that you get
Sneak attack.
first level? Is it just sneak attack? Cunning actions later, right? Okay, so yeah, I can't do it.
Had you hit with the ice knife, it would have let you do sneak attack damage. So just for future reference, if you ever do like an ice knife, you can add your damage to that.
Snack.
Yeah.
Snack attack.
Oh, and I don't know if you've seen it, but I might show you later. There's a cantrip for the War Mage called a Magic Dagger that I'll send to you sometime if you want to like do that. Okay, cool. So you see the big giant star kind of like recoil back in like some pain, but you see the small spider just like completely enveloped in ice for a second, then it kind of like breaks out, but it's looking like really like shriveled and less completely dead. All right, who's next?
Break the burn.
I believe Tamara, unless there's somebody between 24 and 17.
Let me check.
I was 17.
Nope. Next is Electro.
No, Tamara.
No,
Tamara's at 17.
Oh, Tamara. Sorry. What was yours? Tomorrow.
17.
Okay.
What
Electo and
did you?
Druko is 6.
What did you roll, David?
I got a 16. So.
Okay.
So Druko and Electo go at the same time. Electo has higher dex. Same round.
Got it. Got it.
Okay. So Tamara's turn.
Oh, okay. I'm going to use my longbow. That's 13 to hit.
13. That just barely misses. Wait, are you hitting the big spider or the small one or what?
Probably go for the big one.
Okay, yeah, that just barely misses.
Biggest threat. Yeah.
But like you asking me makes me want to say small one, but I probably just said big one.
Sorry. Yeah, you shoot your arrow and it just barely like right above its abdomen, just like barely misses. And... Sorry. I don't know if you have any bonus action or anything, but
I don't think anything I can actually.
okay. Or if you want to move, but if not, then it'll be Electo's turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay, just a sec.
It's a good thing these fireworks aren't distracting.
Not bothering me. It's the sound of the feet print of the feet of the spider.
The drow. What's going on down there? All these bombs.
Spiders running around.
Alright, well, I can't do anything particularly fancy because I don't have reagent dice available to me at the moment, so I am going to throw a bomb at this uppermost big spider here, but I'm going to throw it just in, like, so that it will, on the left side here of the spider, so it'll catch the smaller one in its blast. I'll make an attack. The smaller spider will make a save against a DC 14 to see if it gets caught in the blast.
Okay.
Nat 20! So that's...
Okay. Oh, shit. And you have damage to structures.
It deals double damage to structures. Is there like cave
we'll
that
take
will
some
crumble?
rock falling damage too. Also, add a.
I'm still on board with this.
It's a small cave, so add a 1d6 for thunder damage because it's a natural 20 and so close to like a curved wall.
Okay. It's fire damage, so I don't know if that affects them or not, but
Nah, they're just pretty.
yeah.
Burns them like everything else.
Just pretty. Is that
What happens to a spider? It's on fire. Same thing that
And I rolled max damage. So, so let's see.
Nothing
That is.
particularly fancy.
Lob.
So that's. So for the main one, it is 29 fire damage from the crit. Plus, let's see. You said thunder.
Yeah, 1d6 thunder.
Roll the 6. So it's a third. Is that doubled too, since it was a crit, or is it?
Yeah, well, it's a dice, so it's down.
Okay, so let's see.
Alexa, bringing the house down.
The smaller one takes half damage on a fail. So even if it
left, so
it's half damage on success, I think. Or is it half damage on a fail or no damage on a success? I don't remember.
I thought it was half damage on a 6. On a, if it succeeds, it takes half damage, I think.
Is generally true, but
Well, let's see. Let me. It's like
new class. I was for no
new
specific
class
reason. So for no particular reason, I was looking at the alchemist class and stuff.
Yeah. So that should be like 41 fire damage.
Yeah, I mean, like the small one's just incinerated, and how much?
No, 29 fire damage and 12 thunder.
You have a hard time knowing if it popped first or got incinerated first before the rocks fell on it. The small one.
Nice.
Okay, and
my goodness.
What's the saving throw for the?
It's against a 14, and it is Dex, I believe. Let me check.
Okay, so that's a 16. But I mean, with all that damage, we'll see how it fares. How much was it for the big one?
The big one took the full damage because it doesn't make a save. That's an attack.
Oh, okay. How much damage?
41 total.
Okay, yeah, that one also. You hear just that, and like it falls and gets pierced by. that one's dead.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say that this one also, because of the thing, falls off and takes.
Rocks fall, spiders die.
Usually it's rock falls and Marty dies. This is great.
Falling damage.
Yeah.
And then stalagmite, or whichever one falls on it.
Tight. Oh, you might.
And I did a bonus attack, a bonus action bomb throw as well because of the feat Chris gave me.
And they'll take 8 damage from the fall rock. I was just like, oh yeah, and you can make an offhand attack for a throwing master thing. That won't probably go.
Yeah.
No way this
All
can
right,
go.
so
No negative repercussions.
yeah. So for this one, I'm not actually going to be directly attacking either of them, so they're both going to be making saves unless they're they moved. Are these two down here? Are they adjacent?
I moved them because they were like coming down the wall.
Okay, if they're directly adjacent, I'll attack one of them, but if they are not directly adjacent to one another, I'll attack a space between them.
Yeah, they're like 5-ish feet.
Okay, then I'll throw at the space between them, and both of them make saves.
Actually, no, I was intending for it to be more here, so they're adjacent.
Okay, I'll attack the big one.
I didn't measure the map, so I was trying to make it there, but
yeah, I'm gonna guess that's a hit because it's a 23 to hit the big one.
Yeah. Yep.
And the smaller one makes a save, Dex against 14.
7.
Okay, so and let's see, this one. Let's see, any thunder damage for this one, or is this just the raw roll?
Since they're right next to the wall, we'll make it a D4.
Okay.
Because I mean, it's like
Hey, nice.
fighting.
Not a crit, but let me see. That is. Let me tally up my damage here.
Oh, So, for those of us that are casters and don't have a focus or a component help with us, we can't cast anything with material requirements, right?
That's correct. But
Yeah.
Jamin got one as like a show of good faith from Zorland. isn't it?
Whoever it was the
Okay,
electro help.
because I did not. So,
Okay, 18 damage to each of them.
so that's
Okay.
That is specifically 14 fire damage and 4 thunder damage.
Okay, so this one just dies.
Yeah.
So you said how much
And
altogether? 18?
18, yeah.
okay.
And that is basically what I can do. I'm going to stay where I am. I
Yeah.
only have 2 bombs left. So
Yeah, the spider you just hit looked just in horrific shape. So,
Noise.
okay, and then next is Druka.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice.
All right. All right. So I am going to run forward and come up and attack this spider
Mhm.
with my long sword, and I am. Yeah. So I might. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna roll to attack. Hit
Okay.
right now. Boom. Natural 20!
You didn't even have to roll. It only had 8 HP left, but yeah, you can talk about how you kill it.
Okay. So I've got my sword and my shield, right?
Mhm.
So I'm gonna uppercut with my shield to like get up underneath its body and then just like whack off the top.
Okay. So as you do that, it just like slices like right past the head, just right into its shoulder, like where the legs are, and just goes right to it. And you just hear it just falls from the wall and just dead. Then finally, it's this spider's turn.
I have a.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
have
bonus
a
action.
bonus
Sorry.
action. Let me just make sure. I don't know that I have very many bonus actions. Bonus, yes. Into a dash action. Oh yeah. So I killed him. So no. I have other actions I can do more damage to someone when I attack. But no, that's
I mean,
all I
you
got.
can do the hammering horns after you hit a creature with melee attack.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
can make
that's,
it
never
that
mind.
one.
That's same
This
same
one-
creature. Never mind.
Yeah, this one fell to
Okay.
the ground. If you have enough space, you could just charge it.
Well, I think I used all my 30 movement
Oh, okay.
to get over him. So I would, but that's as far as I can run and not super speedy.
And it's only a shove attempt, so I mean, it's not like it's that huge of a thing. But
Well,
fun.
okay. So, but it wouldn't help me to try and shove a spider corpse.
nah, not really.
Okay.
So, I it's dead. I'm good. I'm ready to move on.
Okay. So this spider is just going to sprint, going up the wall about, going that way up and this way about 80 feet to about here. And it just dashes, just like,
Holy smokes!
He's like, I'm out of here. I don't want to explode.
Do we keep attacking, or are we just letting this thing run? I mean,
Let it go. We need
oh my
to
gosh, I
get
love your background, David. I didn't even notice that.
yeah, that's the same one as been what was it, last week. Yeah.
Put a connection with the ground.
Oh, that's a good point.
That is a good point.
Also says that maybe they have a connection with the draw. We don't want them to tattle on us.
I don't know for sure, but for all the spiders that we've seen so far,
I mean, they worship spiders, so. Wow, I mean, sort of.
I don't know,
Kind.
they seem kind of unintelligent. I don't know.
Do they? We kind of blew them up before we could really tell. Spiders! Boom! Boom! Slice! Slice!
When
It's
I was
running away!
cracking it to pieces, did it seem intelligent?
I mean,
probably won't
make
do
make
that.
a make a animal handling check. It's not animal handling per se, but it's like to understand.
Okay.
Perception.
I'd say with
Perception?
I'd say with disadvantage because you've never really lived in the Underdark, so.
Yeah, sure.
You don't know.
I mean, unless you tell me you have.
Yeah.
I mean, my best friend, Drow, that kind of helped me train.
Yeah,
Nope,
I am a
nope,
gladiator.
I'm like, I've never been in the Underdark. I don't know anything about Drow. It's
I mean-
just a giant spider.
I mean,
and
you've seen small spiders, so
it's
you know.
just a spider. You kill the
Spider.
spider. That's all you do. You kill the spider. That's true. If I see a spider like in my house, I'm not gonna let it run away.
but you
I'm
do
going to
notice
kill
it is not it's not facing you guys, so you can tell it is just trying to flee away in the opposite. Yeah. Oh, like
Sure. Dang, I miss my spells right now.
Whose turn is it?
Next is.
Quinn.
Let's see.
I am chuckling at the fact that David disappears into his background.
It's pretty great. I love it.
Urges
Where's
Caverns.
I
the
really want a green screen now.
initiative?
I'm gonna have another one.
All I
Especially
know
when,
is
like,
I rolled
the
a
scenery
13.
moves
I don't know
around.
where we are or anything.
That's the best.
Hey Daniel, where did you post the initiative?
General
I know
order
it's
in the wings.
the book behind the
Okay,
credit.
general.
So it looks like Quinn's up next.
Oh, me?
Oh, I was on the video links. That's why. Okay.
Ah,
Okay,
yes.
cool.
Okay. Next is Queen. But yeah, so you
Okay.
guys, so you guys do see it kind of like not engaging you, but running that way.
I don't have any set.
Reloading.
I don't have those.
I would say I'm just watching it, like, to just make sure that it leaves. Is my concern at this point.
One of them running, I take it.
The last one is running.
Yeah, it's running this way.
I mean, it's an animal, and like
Right,
it's probably it's not strategizing here. It's just like
Druka, roll.
I mean, I say that I guess they could be like thralls of the drow or something. So
Yeah, that's what most
Roll-
of us do. Mhm.
roll a perception check again.
Can I make one too?
Well, how would it be with like you're trying to think of something? Would that be perception or insight?
Like in your past?
No, just kind of like after, like when you see something.
It's kind of investigation, insight. Like if you're
Okay,
trying to
yeah,
like read what the
investigation.
if you're trying to read what the creature is doing, then it's like an insight.
Yeah.
If you're trying to like if you're like watching it crawl across, more investigate.
Never mind.
Flip a coin.
Yeah.
Highs or lows?
Oh.
Ooh, pressure's on.
Actually, no. Just roll perception. Just roll perception again.
Okay, that is a 15.
A 15.
Yeah.
So the web was straight across on the ground. That's accidentally tripped. It was like off the ground, like almost like a tripwire.
Semi-intelligent.
Ooh,
I don't trust it.
that is interesting. That is a bit.
I mean, you don't know much about spiders, but you do know that's not normal to just have like a
Right.
tripwire.
That's a military strategy. That's not a. That's not what happens in the Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
My
It
turn?
is
Quinn's turn?
Quinn's turn.
Cool. I want to kill it because it's gross.
Yay!
You gross.
It's
Goku checking the
terrible.
frog.
Get out of here.
You
And I
gross.
say that as the male winter version, by the
You
way.
gross.
This is so gross.
It's disgusting.
So I'm going to cast fire bolts.
Okay.
Nice.
Ah. Oh, that's good. 23.
23. One more and it would have been a cripple. Yep, that hits.
Oh, okay. So then I need a D10. No. Come back here. Oh, that's a 10.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you hit it with a fireball and it looks really, really bad.
Then I will go ahead. I will use a sorcery point to quicken spell, and I will cast it again.
Okay.
With money, no whammies. Oh, that's a 23 again!
So good.
I rolled a 17. Okay, that's only one this time, though.
Okay. I mean, still. So you fire the two. The first one gets it really bad, and like as you fire the second one, it it barely singes it, but because like it's been like twitching. So.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
And then I will. Oh gosh. Decisions. Nah, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Next is Atrak.
Right.
Attack.
Our tech's just like, oh crap, there's a big old spider, and blowing stuff up, and it's swinging it. I really don't have any range of combat. Oh, I have a light crossbow. I'm gonna pull out my crossbow and be like, ah, phew. Shoot at it, because yeah.
Yeah.
That's a total of 4.
Aw.
Oh,
I was
that
like,
makes
the spider flew. Who? Nobody saw that, right?
Action with that sucker.
I don't have an action surge today. Oh, I do have an action surge. I always forget. God, man, I forget
I'm
these
a
things.
level 3 champion. I'm not yet.
No,
But I will be, so I know what you have.
I mean, you could just chuck one of your long swords. I mean, it's only
I am rolling
20, 25 feet away. Because don't you have to... How long does it take to reload a crossbow? If you don't have...
Oh, I don't have a crossbow feat. That's true.
Can you reload as a bonus action? I don't know how that works. I never use crossbows.
I mean,
How would you rule that, David?
where did the music go?
Let's see, reloading a crossbow. Trying to remember.
I can't remember if it's like
Specific.
only once per turn, or if you can like load as a bonus action, or...
I feel like loading, if you have to reload, it is an action, but let's see.
Cool, too.
But then that would make it so like, why would you ever use a crossbow?
Because you have to have
Crossbows
crossbow.
crossbows are always ready to fire once per action. Reloading takes place immediately before firing as a free interact action, similar to drawing a sword. So you still retain a bonus action in your movement.
Okay, so Daniel could like just do it again, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
However, if I'd imagine that it's, I'd say probably, yeah, the loading feature ends with regardless of the number of attacks you can normally make, which makes it non-inclusive. So as long as the loading property is active, you can shoot the crossbow once as either an action, bonus action, or reaction until the start of your next turn. The crossbow expert feat allows you to ignore your loading property entirely and fire your crossbow multiple times per turn. So,
Cool. Oh,
crossbow expert basically removes that problem.
Okay.
Other than that, it does cost. I would say, like, although in spite of the way they're wording that, where they're like, oh, well, you can fire one piece of ammunition from it when you take an action, bonus action, or reaction. I would say that the first reload is free as a free interact action. If you reload again, I would say that has to cost you something.
Okay, so yeah,
like
we'll
even
say
if
this
it's
is-
I
Use your-
would, and this is Chris's call. I would allow you to use some of your move action for that.
Okay.
Like maybe like 5 to 10 feet of movement, just because you are taking a second rather than running. You're like, fire, grab another bolt, load it in, pull the mechanism back. You know, like that. You're.
I have decided what he said.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
You, go ahead and take another.
So-
Let's use one off.
Pow with 4. Pow with 9. Forget these guys.
Happens to stay fire. So,
Dang it.
It's dark. Shut up. Leave me alone.
so yeah. Top of the
We're fighting an
round.
arena. It's bright outside.
Unless you guys just want to like get out of initiative, leave it. Because you can tell regardless of turn to get with you. So you guys just want to.
Oh, I know. Oh, hey.
Or else you can go next.
I wish I had rolled better.
I wish I had rolled better. I had 2 shots and I missed them both. Fee.
And I have the tandem tactician, so I could have used the help action.
So many things. So many things.
Oh, maybe.
All right. Well, that would be my turn. So top around back to Bolso then.
Want to shoot it?
Yeah, you do.
Where was I? How badly hurt did it look?
It looks. Oh gosh, the hand fell off. Sorry, I let the hand fell off. It looks really, really bad. It's charred. It's singed. Yeah, it looks
Okay. I
worse
got
than
18
worse.
to hit. I'm gonna firebolt.
Oh no.
Firebolt.
Boy.
18 and how much damage was it?
18 hits.
Great. 2 damage.
Okay. So you hit it and
Better than me.
And that's all. Well, I'm gonna.
what's up?
He is gonna back around to the back again.
And then
I just stay back here.
Our techs in there like, all right, here we go. Boom, boom.
Where'd he go?
Pop out, ice blade. Pop out, firebolt.
That's what cunning action. You can take hide as a bonus action.
Yeah.
That'll be really
Hide behind me.
Yep.
I love it.
I climb into his quiver.
As well.
okay, timer's up.
I'm used to wearing porter like 40 pounds of armor. That's nothing. Of course, I'm like carrying my armor under one arm. Oh,
I got an 11.
Oh, that misses. I'm sorry.
I'm having bad luck.
Al, I feel you.
Okay.
It's
Electo?
time.
I guess I'm just going to chuck more bombs. That's what I do. Let's see here.
That's what I do.
Yeah, I have 2 bombs left. I'm just gonna throw them both at the thing. So, first throw is a 14 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. I'll
I
just
think
roll
whenever
for the.
you will kill it because it only has 4 HP.
Okay, yeah, I can't deal less damage than that. So it's...
So you just chuck it and just and it falls. All right.
I think the minimum amount of damage I can deal right now with my standard bombs is like 6 HP.
Okay.
So
It's a good thing you guys killed all of them because they were trained just to whenever that was tripped to just bring it back to the Vulcanville.
yeah.
Oh,
They're not smart, but they know to just, oh, that was thing. We can train to run back.
they were trained animal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
You know what? I have 1 bomb left. Rather than setting a trap, can I just see if I can throw it at the ceiling behind us and trigger a cave in?
Sure.
Can I help
'Cause-
with that because of my masonry tools proficiency?
Can I run away?
Let you
Like I don't want to trigger such a huge cave-in that's a problem for us, but I just
Right.
like
I wanted to be precise.
I want to delay them for a little bit at least. That's all I want.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Roll a perception check with advantage. With your mason.
Okay. I'm glad I have advantage because
Well,
one of those is a
crap.
nat 1.
Ooh,
Yay.
that's yay advantage.
Rex, call everybody dice.
Yes.
Let's see. Perception with advantage. I rolled a 15, which makes that a 14.
I mean, that was enough. Yeah, because I was thinking of Druka to do it since she has the mason tools, but yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
But, that's high enough. So like she kind of goes up there and kind of points out like, oh, that looks that's like a certain
There.
rock.
Go for there. That'll.
And then so it's 10 and
Well, where did you
so you get advantage on your attack roll.
Okay. Yeah, that's a 25.
Yep, that hits.
It's not going anywhere.
How much damage?
Let's see. I deal double damage to objects and structures, so this will be doubled, whatever I roll.
And at a 1d4 standard, since it's such a
Yeah.
confined area.
Ooh, that's a big one. So let's see. Yeah, that'll be a... Let's see. 29 damage.
Okay. Is that not doubled or is that doubled?
That is doubled.
Okay.
No, wait, let's see. Double down. Actually, that'd be. I'm like I was going by the crit rules and not doubling the bonus. That would be. Let's see. Rather than 29.
I guess to be fair, I don't know what the armor class would be for us to like might.
Yeah.
Because that might actually be double damage.
Well, let me see here. It's. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out the actual number I ended up with here.
As soon as I see this
I mean,
going on, I
keep
pick
for a
up
rock.
Bolso, stick him on my shoulder, and start walking backwards.
Okay,
I'm like,
Let's call that like a 34. I think 34 is about.
Okay,
what it
that'll
is at.
definitely crit. That'll definitely crit. So.
No, not 2 hit. 34
Oh, okay,
damage.
damage. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The two hit I rolled before. What did I roll? I said what I rolled, and I don't remember what it was now. It was a 25 2 hit.
Okay. How do I figure out the DC for a
Like there are rules for it.
So not quite for it, but you do get a good decent sized cave.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the. Let's see.
That's cool.
Nice shot.
Okay.
You got
Both
it.
on one shoulder, stool on the other shoulder.
Yes.
I just saw this.
Yeah, like if it is. Basically, the AC is based on what the material is made of.
Like
If
that.
it's stone, it's 17. I think is the default. So.
Okay. Okay. So you don't get grit, but you do get a decent cave in.
Yeah. I don't care if it is not a huge cave in. I just want to slow down the people behind us. That's all I want. Like,
Right.
But
that's the last bomb I have until we get a short rest. I just want to try to, like, I know that people are going to try to follow us if they know that we went this way, and I want to slow them down as much
you're
as
just
possible.
gonna be the Viet Cong with them trying to follow you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And-
Yeah. So
So I go back to leading. Can I have Quinn up front with me to try and help him with the perception?
sure, yeah.
Just so there's two of us kind of
I'm
in the weather
a
eye.
squishy bean, but I will help as much as I
You can
can.
stand behind me. but-
Okay,
But like peek over my shoulder.
okay. I will climb up and I will like ride on your back like this.
That works.
How tall are you?
I am. Oh, description. I forget. 6'11".
You're okay.
You're not that much taller than me right now.
6'11".
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
alright.
like-
How tall are you?
I'm 6'5", I think, right now.
Nice.
Since I'm in my male form, I'm like
Uh-huh.
6'5". when I'm a female, I'm like 4'9", I think.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but I got strength enough for you. I can do
Yeah.
this, no problem.
So
Yeah,
I
talking about
kind of
growing
like
pains.
crawl up piggyback style. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Behind you all the way.
I'm right behind you. Literally, I can't not be.
No. I'm just looking at the chart by the pursuit level. We'll just say you guys have decreased it a little bit.
Okay,
So that's good for you guys.
good.
Okay, cool. Yep, all those spiders were just going to like just run past you guys and try and. I mean, maybe some of the bigger ones would have tried to get you guys like into like a
web.
A web, yeah. Because like most of the time they try not to kill the slaves so much as just like catch them.
That's okay.
Okay, cool. Well, that's taken care of. But you might have the idea that maybe that was loud enough for them to hear. You're not 100% sure.
Yeah, bombs are loud. We want to keep moving.
But who knows?
Like I said, let's go. Let's go find a safe place to rest.
Yes, that's what we're really looking for. We're looking to make sure it's safe to keep moving forward, and a good place that we could hide out and take a 15-minute breather. 30 minutes, that's all we need.
So either since Struka and Queen are at the front, one of you roll a survival check with advantage because you guys are kind of like looking.
Oh boy.
I've got a +2.
You do it.
Actually, I just
I have
remember
+1.
Elith has a +5 to survival checks because she's a scout.
Holy cow.
Ooh, yeah. Have her do it.
Edith. So do you, Edith? Do it.
Oh, 18. Okay, so 20. So I'll say after about half an hour of walking, you guys find what looks like it's really hard to catch, but it's like an alcove that kind of goes in, about 15, 20 feet deep and is about 15 feet wide.
Okay. And big enough that we can go in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's about 15, well, more like 25 feet deep. It like stops, but like it's like a little tunnel that's really like that she barely found. And like all you guys fit in there. Yeah.
No bombs for a minute.
Oh.
Get one on my armor. Woo.
Like
Definitely check on my armor.
like George Washington. Must chop wood.
Oh, it feels so much better. Oh.
Okay, so you guys apply your new AC.
You take a short rest?
Yeah. You guys can take
Okay.
a short rest. Yeah. I'll just say that the drop pursuit level starts at 4, like -4. You guys are at least a -6 because of all this stuff you've done.
Yeah.
Especially, usually they start following you guys, but we'll just we'll say it's at least down by 2 for the pursuit.
Good.
Perfect.
Okay.
Oh, so much better.
Yeah, the amount of damage we have done to the general area.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Left some shambles.
Some people knock down governments, we knock down caverns.
Gilmore, can you
Doors
just chill,
are our
please?
enemies. Caverns are our
Lay down.
wedge.
Go lay down, Gilmore. Go lay down, buddy.
Yeah, so good.
That should be a shirt. Caverns are our lunch.
Yeah.
Okay.
While we're like doing our short rest, I kind of like sprawl out just in the middle of everything, and then Karma like blinks in and starts licking our face. Like, buddy.
Where did that dog come from?
By the way, this blink dogs don't have this, but I'm gonna just say for fun, he has a self. What's it called? plane shift spell. So once a day he can just like go between here and the wall if he wants to.
Oh, that's awesome.
Doesn't help you at all, but just
Yeah.
I mean, it could.
Gilmore Kingdom.
Time to exploit.
Okay, so Jim Jovic. What in the world just happened?
I'd say we won. That's I'm pulling my chainmail
Gilmore's
out.
over here trying to eat a cherry stem.
What did we win against?
Seemed like guard spiders.
Well, I know what a spider is, but what was the other thing?
A cave.
Oh.
I don't know what that was, but one of them got eaten by a worse thing, so I'm glad we got out of there. Slime, it was bad. It was just a bad place to be. Spiders weren't too bad.
Was over here during this fight trying to actually sketch a like giant spider, and that's basically what I had by the time the fight was over.
Nice.
Good.
So I had a really rough day.
I'm terrified already.
Yeah.
Right. I definitely don't want to stay here for too long, because I have a feeling they kind of know which direction we went.
Jamin, evens or odds?
No.
Odd. I'm so excited.
So the
He said odds.
oh, odds. Okay.
Yeah, he said odds.
Okay, Jamin, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, son of a-
Oh man.
I keep expecting this black ooze to drop on me like it did for
Right?
my
It's like,
other.
they're up there, I don't know where they are.
And eat away my horn
15.
just because why not?
What, 16? 16?
15.
15, okay. Let me check. Where's LDC?
Glad I'm a fish.
Son of biscuit.
Oh, it says. Aw.
You said 16?
Wisdom. 15.
15? Oh, okay. You.
Oh,
Darn it. Yeah, yes.
Your spell DC is 15, so you succeed.
Woo!
Whatever happened.
Let me see.
spiders, spells.
Is something visual? Flying toward his face? Watch it open.
Because wizards can recover some spell slots by studying their spell book during a short rest.
Oh no, but you don't have your spell text.
So I recover them.
Oh no.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah. Ah. You gotta get into a wizard shop.
So I'm practicing this rogue stuff.
Normally I'm a wizard, but today I'm a rogue! Let's see how stealthy I can be. Normally I use spells.
I have a +8 to my stealth.
Nice!
Not bad.
I have disadvantage and +0.
Yeah.
Beautiful chainmail.
Yeah, that is something that Twinatars do not excel at.
They're not sneaky.
So I'm just checking something really quick.
Right. Anybody know the best way out of this place? Because I don't do so well in the dark.
Yes.
As much fun as being in the dark is.
Which way did you guys go out again?
North.
Uh,
I'm pretty sure it was north.
It was,
Yeah.
That's all I knew.
was it the north or the west? The north.
Where are my maps?
What?
So many tabs.
Well, we just escaped Belkinville. This is the Jim Jar Kingdom. So the north, right?
Well,
I think so.
Okay. Load faster. Sorry, just pulling up the map. On the map, on the map, on the map.
Anybody got any good ghost stories?
We have time for ghost stories. We just gotta get a little rest and we're on our way.
I mean, I don't really remember much of anything prior to being here, so we don't have any ghost stories.
Yeah, I mean, what's your story? I mean, weren't you shorter yesterday?
Yes. We were also female yesterday.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, but yeah, it didn't make any sense.
Yeah, my sister and I, we live in the same body. So we kind of switch back and forth once in a while.
My sister and I, we don't live in the same body.
No. You.
I don't know.
That would-
Okay. And
I don't have a sister, but I do live in my own body. Twice.
I was hoping someone would ask you.
Yeah, we.
I'm actually not aware of
We
my multiple
noticed.
personalities, so I wouldn't say
I don't think you were.
That's what would make it more funny to ask.
Yeah, I'm not aware of my multiple personalities, and I don't even know how much you guys would have noticed because,
Right,
like,
you just kind of.
Intense situation.
other than the fact that
Other
in
than
an
your
intense
hair, like,
situation I
cargo
suddenly
bike.
got real, like, exploding.
Crazy ass.
That's- there hasn't been a lot of indication of it yet, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a versatile guy with bombs.
I mean,
Okay.
all things considered, I'm glad you're on my side. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Did we get a short rest? I stepped away, so I'm
Yeah.
not sure where
Yeah.
We're
you
kind of
guys are
taking
getting
some
you guys are getting into rest. Hey, David, could you also roll a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna see what personality I get
All right,
real quick.
Wait, you switched to short rest?
I switched to short rest, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And don't forget, you guys still haven't opened up that box, that special box that you guys have the.
Remembered that it's my aunt's
Okay.
birthday. I have to call her.
Yeah. Call her.
Go do that.
Maybe,
Good job.
I don't know. I'll be back.
Wait,
All right, it's all good.
Okay,
Yeah, I
I'm
remembered it was my sister's anniversary today, so I hurried
Oh,
to
it's-
fix her before we
I'm a
started.
terrible in-law, brother.
I'm back to the healer personality, so.
Oh boy.
It's like
And-
healer, switch, healer.
Yeah. Wisdom save.
With your
Wisdom save, was it?
-1.
I believe so.
Cool. I'm glad I rolled high. I rolled an 18, which means that's a 15.
Yep.
No!
You both just passed. Okay, cool. There's an angry drow Karen cussing out really hard right now. And she's out of her level 3 spell slots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta get out of range.
Alright, let's see. Short rest. I've got to deal with a whole bunch of things because I've got to roll some hit dice here, recover.
I figure we can take this a little bit to kind of like talk and establish, because for all you guys know, you guys are like murdering rapists or something, so.
Right.
I'm sure everyone's like a little.
Hey, buddy.
I popped them.
Did you see him overhead?
Yeah.
Gilmore, you're okay, buddy. Did you come into frame for a second?
Yep,
His
there's his ear.
Yeah.
I just see the ear there, yeah. It's okay,
Wow.
man.
My brain just farted out, and I'm like, if you put your shoulder in front of him, does he still come through even though you've got the green? Yeah, woof. It's not my night tonight. I'm playing my character real well.
So Jim Bear will kind of like.
I have
So
bombs back. I have reagent dice back because I didn't use any of them for potions today yet, so I can
Oh yeah.
get them back one
Oh,
time
neat.
per day.
We'll take it. I gotta switch out dice because these are terrible apparently.
I'm
actually
surprised how
doing good
low
today.
on bombs I got because I had a fair amount. Like I have more now than I would have had because we've leveled up and I can craft more per level now. But
Nice. I'll take it. Ooh, I know what I said.
I got nothing back because I didn't use anything that I could get back into short rest.
I got my dignity back. I now have armor on.
Just my armor. That's all I wanted.
So happy.
Cooper has an AC of 11.
Straight up garbage.
Did
yeah,
I?
I've got 16 bombs, so
Oh.
we're back to because
Oh, I must not
we're
have.
back to.
So I probably shouldn't have given you a bonus action throw, right?
Buckle up, Spanky. it's gonna be real rough.
Yeah, I went through my spell list, you guys. There are 7 spells that I cannot use right now because I don't have material components.
Ooh.
Is there anything we can find in the cave? Like
Let me look.
rocks and glow in the dark shrooms and
Caveman.
Oh,
Caveman
you know
kind of-
what? I used Featherfall in the last one, which means I need to mark that. But I used one of the Baroque feathers, so maybe I gathered up a few of those. So I have
Yeah,
feathers.
yeah, you got the rock feathers.
Okay.
that's not bad.
A bit of pork rind or butter, and then I can use grease.
I'm not a pig.
A holy symbol, which is what I lost, because that was my arcane focus.
Maybe we can ask around with everyone else because
Ooh.
maybe Eldith has something. Who's a
Yeah.
Would the
Um,
component pouch you have had in it that she gave to you, or just an empty pouch?
I didn't get one. You did.
No, she gave a component pouch to you, and
Oh, she did?
I already had my focus
Oh,
from before. So she gave a
Oh.
pouch.
okay. Then you do.
A pouch for you. That's what I
Okay.
remember anyway.
I've been operating this whole time under the impression that I didn't have anything.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
That's okay. You change bodies between them and there. So you mean like the belt
I've
you're
been-
wearing?
I've been
Oh, it's just like, do you have any of the components like the belt you're wearing? Whoa, I'm wearing a belt. I work. I don't know how this stuff works.
piece like some silver, powdered silver and iron.
I mean, we're in a cave. That could be close.
You know, as long as we're taking a short rest, I think I'm gonna spend. I'm gonna save one of my reagent dice that I'm regaining here, just in case I need it in combat for some reason. But
Yeah.
I am going to spend one of them making a potion of growth,
Ooh.
and the other one that I'm going to spend, I'm going to make 4 doses of alchemical anesthetic, and
That's
I will.
exciting.
I'll like as I'm finishing crafting it all, especially to the fighters, I will say just like, all right, it's up to you whether you want me to administer any of this because it does have its disadvantages. However, if I give you a dose of this alchemical anesthetic. I hold up my needle that I like because I basically got a hypodermic needle of it. Just like I have 4 doses in this, I can administer it to you if you want. And if I give it to you for an hour, you'll feel no pain. And that doesn't mean you are invincible. You'll feel no pain though. But so basically, if you take a dose of alchemical anesthetic for 1 hour, you get advantage on con checks and saves. And you cannot be incapacitated or disadvantaged due to pain. Any kind of pain effects will just not cause anything like that. However, you don't know what your HP total is. Chris tracks that. You don't know if you have levels of exhaustion. Chris tracks those.
Dude!
This is scary.
And if
Where's that
I give it to like too often or to unconscious creatures, then I can either keep them unconscious for hours, or if I give it to them often enough, I can actually kill them that way. But it's
OG.
so like not too much, take it easy. But I will say, like, if it'll dull the pain. If we deal with anything dangerous, you will not feel the pain. I like those of us like myself and anyone else who can ensure that you are in good condition will ensure that you're safe as long as we are able. However, it is that you won't be able to. You'll be less aware of yourself in terms of the damage you've taken. So.
Nice.
Very interesting. That could have very tactical advantages. Very interesting.
And I like any doses I don't use right now, I can administer them as an action as long as you're willing. So like I can, if I need to give it to you in combat, I can do that. But like if you want to be prepared ahead, you can have me administer it whenever. But it has its ups and downs basically. So, because it's just like you're not sure what your HP or your exhaustion levels are, and that's just DM tracked as long as it's active for you. So
That's fantastic.
All right.
There's a
So
druid's
the
bow,
code
so-
is hit me. If we're looking at you and we say hit me, you know what to do.
got it.
Oh, that's
As long as I have any prepared, I will
Reach over,
make
punch
sure
Druka. Oh, you meant? Oh, okay, okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Sid hit me.
No.
And I will say that I'm saving a reagent die. It's like this isn't the only potion that I know how to brew. There are several others that I can brew quickly. If we need to climb anything, I can brew a potion of climbing. If
That will probably come in massive.
Yeah.
I can brew potions of healing. They're not as strong as they're not as stable as those that you'd buy. They only last 24 hours after I brew them. And I can brew potions of water breathing. If we need to swim anywhere, I can brew those. And I hold up the potion of growth that I've brewed, and it's like, this will double your size. And for, like, 1 to 4 hours...
Hours? Oh,
like-
yes.
And like, after you drink one of my potions of growth for 1 to 4 hours, your size will be doubled. No concentration needed. It's not like you don't have to focus on it. You'll just be doubled. You're doubled in size. Your weight will likely octuple. So basically, you'll grow one size category. Or to the limits of the available space. If we're in a really cramped space, you'll just grow as much as the space will allow and stop. It won't hurt you. And as long as you're enlarged, you get advantage on strength checks and saves, and your weapons deal an extra 1d4 damage for every attack.
Oh,
That's wonderful.
wow.
I think I like that one even
Oh,
more.
and fighters,
Yeah.
you get your action surges back
hey,
on the short
Yeah.
rest.
I keep forgetting that I even have it, so it doesn't matter.
I know. I'm like, I have this thing. What does it do?
Don't forget your second wind either.
It's like my
if you
rage
need it.
bonus or my rage attack. That one I know about. That's like Stone's Endurance. Yeah, one of the Formula Arcana encyclopedia. It's called Beastland Ferocity. It's called you touch a willing creature and give it a mixed gift, the ability to fight past the limits of their endurance, but at the cost of not knowing when to stop. The target becomes tenacious, so tenacious that it doesn't fall unconscious when reduced to 0 hit points, but it still makes the death saving throws and is subject to all the rules covering death saves, including taking damage at 0 hit points. So you're like, I'm at 0 hit points, but I'm still going because of this ferocity. But if I get hit by the melee attack, it counts as a crit, which counts as, or I don't know if it counts as a crit or not, because you're not
With at least one.
unconscious. But yeah, you take a death save. Like if you get hit, boom, death save. So it's like, oh no.
Yeah, I'll hold out the potion of growth that I brewed to the Twinatars and say just like, whichever one of you wants this, it'll last for 24 hours. As long as you drink it within that time, your size will be doubled for a few hours, and it'll... So, you don't need to take it immediately, but hold on to it and take it when you need it.
I can't get out.
Do strength check and see who
Yeah.
wins the armor.
And,
I love them.
Remember, you guys also have that box that was with the magic dagger and bow and short sword that you haven't looked at yet.
Did we open the box?
What's in the box? I don't think so. You guys are kind of
What'd
busy.
you roll?
14.
Oh, I got 6.
Okay. Just to tell you, I rolled the die for this potion. This potion will last for 4 hours. So whoever gets this will be enlarged for 4 hours.
So, on a traditional what's it called?
Like strength contest?
Yeah, strength contest. They do it in 3 rounds. So you start at 0,
Oh, okay.
and then you go
okay, so-
1, and then 2. So
Okay.
you have the option of going back and forth.
Okay, so I didn't slam you. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
So
Okay.
we're at half your way. Get ready to go. Natural 20.
Oh,
Oh, I got a modified 20.
Yeah, not bad. That makes me 23.
So that brings us back to middle.
Back to center.
Oh, 23.
I get modified 20. Back to. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
What'd you get? What'd you get?
Jeez.
I got 5. Oh!
Woo! Wow.
That's much better dice.
I'm telling you, Artek, you're getting a little.
Does being bigger increase your HP?
It doesn't increase HP, but it increases your size, weight, and
Do armor
like
class too?
gives you advantage on strength checks and saves, and lets you deal a little extra damage for as long as it lasts. Your
4
weapons grow
hours.
with you.
Yeah, it's gonna be more than a. It'll be more than a 1d4 because for a giant minotaur, that seems like not enough.
Yeah, that's true. Like,
I
you guys are both probably already like right on the cusp of being large, so yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
I mean,
It'll probably be more like a
or
1d6
anything.
or a 1d8 because I mean, like,
yeah, 1d6
I
or
cut
1d8.
you. I'm a giant minotaur with max strength, and I barely like slice a little bit more.
Yeah, what kind of weapons are you guys wielding?
I use double short sword.
Yeah, I use a long sword and a shield.
Okay. For those, I'd probably say like 1d6 extra would be what I would rule. If it was like a heavy weapon, a two-handed weapon, I'd give you a 1d8 extra for the double size.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy that when you pop cord for 4
Alright.
hours.
But especially for like double short swords, that would be 1d6 each. So
Arm wrestle.
it'd be
Yeah,
Name of that
that's
thing.
awesome.
Arm wrestle. I cannot remember what an arm wrestle is. Good heavens.
yeah. So whenever you take that, it'll last for 4 hours, and you'll have advantage on strength checks and saves, and you'll deal an extra 1d6 damage with each attack.
Oh, yeah.
And you will be larger for the next 4 hours. So like, maybe don't take it if we think we need to sneak around.
Or is it?
But, like,
If you run into a beholder, pile down.
Right? You're coming down on me.
The lasers. Ow! 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 Ow!
It's hot. It's hot. Ah!
you're just like,
That's a spicy meatball.
Hugs!
You gotta over
Pop
here.
the balloon.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Oh,
So, do you guys want to check what you have in the box?
Before we-
What's in
I have
the
a
box?
quick question.
What's in the box?
Here's a question.
What's in a
You-
box?
So I swiped a. You said it was a stone. Store. I can store a spell in it. Is that a magic item that requires attunement or?
Nope. It's just
Okay.
a
So good.
magic stone.
Okay.
I can't remember which spell, but I did a random spell that's in there already. And same with your character, Sadie.
Say that one more time. Sorry.
You have that magic rock that stores a level 1 spell, but I don't know which one it is yet.
Ooh.
Yeah. I remember I rolled randomly and sent you which spell it is.
Right.
I just can't remember.
Rocky rock, rock, rock.
Maintain your inventory.
Do you take it out?
Check out the rock.
Yeah. Did you take the rock out? Jamin.
Are you looking
Oh,
at the
I
rock?
didn't. Oh.
Yeah. Did Belso take out the rock and look at it, or were you just asking?
Oh.
I was just asking to
Okay.
see if I needed to
Okay.
focus on it.
So I have this drow dagger, and I have a box that was a special order for the priestess mother. I don't know what's in the box. We haven't had the chance to look in it.
You got that look, Alexa.
I feel like I want to open the box and look in it carefully. I wanna,
Yeah.
just in
my
case.
I'm like,
Probably don't
just
give it
in
to me then.
case There are any. Yeah, just in case there are any
Not the
kind
best.
of like. Just in case there are any kind of measures to protect the identity of the person receiving, I want to see if I can. Before I open it,
You open it. It's like stuff for her kink dungeon.
like I want to look at it myself, but I also want somebody else to look at it with me so that I am not missing things, because I know that I'm not terribly observant.
oh,
I'm super curious, but I'm not super observant either. So
Wait,
yeah.
you need what now?
So you need like Quinn or Mara to look at it with you.
Yeah.
Or
Does anyone have mage hand?
I do. I do have mage hand.
Oh,
Let's say I'll go up to Quinn and say, Quinn, would you mind examining this box with me? I'm rather concerned that it might be trapped. It's intended for the priestess mother, and I may have slightly stolen it in the process
Slightly.
of escaping.
Yeah, we'll have a look at it. Can I
James
roll?
also has mage hand too. If you don't want to.
Can I roll for like checking traps or like seeing if there's something like magical about the box itself?
Yeah, you know what? Let me have you look at it, and I'll roll to. I'll do the help action, and you can actually because you're better at
Broken
this.
Fields, you can do it. Come on.
You got this, man. Okay, what do I roll, Chris?
Just roll a perception, investigation check. You're checking for traps or if it's magical, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
traps and-
Yeah. So do an arcana. Do two separate. Do one arcana and one
Okay.
investigation
I will roll Arcana first.
for traps.
That's a 4.
For what?
Arcana.
Oh, okay. I mean, it looks like a box.
It's a box. It looks really nice.
Yeah, for my help action, you shouldn't roll yet, because my help action, I'm rolling first, and then that'll give you advantage if I roll a modified 20 for investigation and an arcana, you said?
Yeah.
21 for arcana.
Okay.
So
I mean, arcana, you
Those.
You do
both of
see
those rolls are
a-
better than mine.
on the bottom, like you kind of like look at it and you almost don't catch it, but you see like a weird looking runic kind of glyph.
okay.
So like,
I'll pass that on to her since she's examining it more closely than I am.
Mhm.
I'll just say it's like there's something on the bottom, there's some kind of rune. Not entirely clear what it means, but there is something that it's easy to miss.
Okay. So what does
And it
that
gives
mean?
you advantage. It gives you
Okay.
advantage, so.
Okay. So do I just re-roll all the things, or? Because I've rolled twice already.
roll an arcana check with advantage for
Okay.
the rune.
I will use these dice. That one to get out of there. I need the dice scale, you guys. So that is a 15.
Me too.
Okay,
My
with
dice
that,
are
you kind of like look at the rune, and even though you haven't studied magic, you kind of like get this feel of like where to kind of like scratch the rune to kind of like make the magical effective spell with like a dagger. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll try those. So I'll just take one of them and like kind of scratch at it a little bit.
There goes my burning hand strap.
Sucker!
And then can I roll investigation just to make sure that that's everything? Just to
Yeah,
be
sure.
extra careful. And this is just a straight roll?
Yeah. Well, David's helping you, so advantage.
No advantage on this one. Okay. I like advantage. 17.
Okay. With that, you don't see anything else off with the box or anything.
Okay. Is it locked?
No, it's just after this, it's just a normal opening box.
Okay. So I just kind of pop it open.
And inside the Elvish characters, we'll notice that it is a elven chain shirt.
Ooh, yes, that's very good.
So basically, it's a +1 medium armor, but that's not medium. So it's a 14 plus dex.
Oh, can I have it, please?
Yeah, my armor class is decent because my dexterity is high, so I will. You can take that.
Yay!
Because like I'm okay in leather armor with my dex. I'll like
'Cause
it's not the
I-
highest AC, but
So
Oh,
medium armor, but it doesn't require a medium armor requirement.
does it
no.
require an armor requirement?
Nope, it's just a shirt.
Yes! Because
see,
I have
medium-
no armor proficiency.
But it's +1, so it's a 14 plus dex, I think. It said.
does medium armor like half your dex bonus? I don't remember.
It caps it at 2.
Yeah, I think it said +2 max, unless you do like a
Armor.
medium armor.
It's an elven shirt. Is that what it's called?
Elven chain. Here's the link.
Oh, right here. Elven chain. Add.
Dang, I was hoping I was going to get you guys with that burning hand strap.
Yeah. I did not trust that in the slightest. I was like, this has got to be like.
Make an investigation check really quick, David.
Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, that's really high. I'm also very lucky that I am in the healer personality because my investigation is higher in this personality.
Good.
Yeah, that is it's a natural 19, which means that that's a 25 investigation.
You see written in the box very an elegant Elvish saying, "To my queen from Jorland."
Oh, that poor sucker.
What a
I
guy.
feel so bad for that guy. He doesn't realize that he's simping for this horrible monster. Like, he's just not aware.
You
that
guys,
poor dude.
my armor class went up by 3.
No!
Nice.
I am not squishy anymore. Yay! I have no hit points, but I am not so squishy anymore.
Yeah.
Wait, what
Where
the?
does your
I
AC
saved it.
land?
16?
16? Nice.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was 13
mine's-
before. It's 16 now.
Mine's 15 by default
Yeah,
with the
and-
leather I'm wearing, so
Thank you.
it's better
Yeah,
for
and
you
the-
to take that than me.
The Drow dagger. I need to finish up the stuff for it, but it's a Drow dagger of minor poison. So it does. It's non-attunement,
Sorry.
so. But
I'm sorry.
once a day it does. Oh, good. Once a day it does the Drow poison.
Ooh.
The sneeze
Is
wolf's
this the
traveling.
same dagger that Vax had?
Oh.
Is this the same dagger that Vax had?
Oh no, he has the dagger of venom.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I basically took that and made like a Drow version of it.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Once a day it can do Drow poison, so I think it's a 12 DC. And then whenever you make a strike hit, 1d4 extra poison damage.
Do you want the dagger, Electo?
I could use it. It may be of more use to our rogue than to me.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Like I'm capable of using daggers. I'm good at throwing
Same.
things, but ultimately, I have plenty of things that I can throw that I can craft.
Yeah,
and it may be
I
more
kind of,
useful to
I kind of gesture to the 3 daggers that I already have on me, and I'm like, I think I'm covered. So
Yeah. I have
Literally.
like I also have a few like non-magical daggers on me that and just like if I run out of bombs, I do have things I can use. I have daggers, I have a light crossbow, I have a long sword that I wear on my hip, but other than that, it's
when
probably
you say our rogue, do you mean our wizard rogue
Yes.
or our fighter archer?
the wizard rogue. That's what I was thinking.
whoever
A
would
wonderful
prefer to have it.
wizard.
It gives you draw points.
Dagger gives you poison.
It has draw points.
Okay.
Does it just deal drow poison with every attack? Because if so, that's
No, it's once a day
Okay.
is the drop.
I was
And
going to
then-
say
but then
if
You have
it's
to
every
activate it
attack,
and
that
then
is
once per day.
significant.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Take that one.
this provides the drow dagger of minor
Minor.
poison. They might get better. We'll just say that.
yeah, it'd be better off in someone else's hands. I have plenty of options.
So I kind of go over to Bolesso. Is that what your name is? Steven?
Full.
Bolsa.
Bolso. I was close. I threw in an extra E. So I go over to Bolso and I kind of offer him the dagger.
Dagger. Say it was a dagger.
Minor drow poison.
Made it up.
Interesting. I guess this could come in handy. I'm still feel pretty new in my what I've learned about these weapons. I think I can make good use of it.
Yeah, we think you can too.
So Jimjar will look. That was all very, very incredible what we did. Most people don't escape drow. But we gotta figure out what we're going to do now. We shouldn't sit around here too long.
I agree.
Well, if from what I've seen, from what Shushar has told us, Slubaludop is the closest location, likely the safest, especially as long as Shushar is accompanying us. I feel it would be best for us to move there and regroup. It's nowhere is safe in the Underdark, really, but by the standards of where we are, I would say that Slubaludop is likely our best option. It's close by, maybe a day and a half's travel, and I kind of look to Shushar to confirm that because I've just...
Yes. I'd be more than happy to take you to my birthplace. I might stay there after to help, impart this new wisdom I've obtained, try and help my people more, but I'd be more than happy to help guide you there.
Shushar, if we go there with you, you're certain we'll be safe.
Yes. Often, individuals are taken as slaves, as is the custom here, but if you're accompanied by another Kuatoa, you should be fine.
Insight check.
Keyword for should be.
Right.
I want to make an insight check.
I believe him. He hasn't had any, he hasn't done anything. He has no little reason to lie to us.
Right, but we just escaped. So if it's the
I don't
custom
blame
to
you.
be enslaved.
I don't at all blame
That's good.
you.
That's good. 20. Modified 20.
Okay. I mean, from what you can tell from a sentient fish person, you seem, not just from his face, but you just tend to see this demeanor of acceptance. Like he's just very tranquil and just you remember that he didn't bring up Slupuladop, but that he only gave information about it when asked. He didn't give it as a. He wasn't like, "Oh, we need to go to this place. Let's get closest." But like, he's more.
He's not the one I'm suspicious of, and like, admittedly, my wisdom is low, so my insight is like I haven't rolled insight on anybody really. I'm just kind of going on character, just like who I think I'd be suspicious of. And if I change my mind based on an insight roll at some point, that's one thing. But he's not the one that I'm concerned about. The guy that concerns me is the Darrow. I don't remember his name. The Darrow that is with us.
I don't remember.
Cookie
who
dough!
to even. Cookie dough.
Yeah, like we've got a list of names, and I'm trying to remember.
We've got
like the vibes I've gotten from everybody have been kind of varied, but the only one that I have been that is still with us at least that I've been like, I don't know, is our Darrow friend. He's
the one who claims he's an elf.
No,
That's my gosh.
Oh, I don't.
because
I don't know the race.
it's
I don't know
it's Darren.
I know me neither.
It's Darren Dill that believes he's an elf. He's what's the name of the species he is?
Quaggoth.
What's that?
Quaggoth.
Yeah, he's a Quaggoth, and he believes he's an elf. I don't distrust him. I don't think he's stable. Like me and Artak were the ones I think who saw.
Artak didn't know, but he was just kind of like, I'm not getting a good vibe, and you were just there is no kingdom called that.
Yeah, like I don't think he's. Yeah. I don't think Durandil is stable. I also don't get the impression that he is like a threat to us as long as we don't like push him. But I am very, very suspicious of Boopido.
In fact, Boopido is going to speak up, and he says, I'm slightly familiar with these parts. I think that is a good idea for us to at least see what there is in Boopido. Although, if I could, afterwards, I feel like we should go to... Sorry, let me see where... They all have different places they want to go.
See, this is the problem. Like, I as a player, I'm super suspicious of Boopido. As a character, my wisdom is so low that I'm concerned that I'm not going to like feel anything. Not about this specific thing. I just want to make an insight check about Boopido in general and kind of see if I can get a feel for him. If I feel like he's hiding anything. If I feel like he is, like, if there's any ill will coming from him in general. And this is going to be bad because my wisdom's so low, but... Nat 20! Which means it's a 19!
Oh, cool. I am going to message you.
Okay.
Whispers.
I do have another chat room if you wanted to do it that way. It's called Beyond the Wings.
Yeah.
Just because, why not? I mean, you could always jump into the RealmDrift as well. So
Yeah.
there's lots of different ways to do it. But yeah, if you want to just text it, that's cool too. Or message.
Yeah, let's just go to the main chat really quick, David. Just 2 seconds.
Okay, where? The...
RealmDrift main chat. Sounds like.
Okay.
Whispers.
I love whispers. They're the best.
It's exciting and terrifying all at the same time, and you're like, ah!
Yeah.
So good.
So it's minor.
So I did a thing.
Oh, you did?
So I have these like really cool like they're
Ooh, I like those. Those are
blood
pretty.
dice or something like that.
Ooh, yeah.
There we go. And they're
Nice.
sweet krakens,
Yeah.
But they glow in the dark.
Oh.
And and I made a thing, but they start glowing really fast. So I took like this little nut can and lined it with ultraviolet LEDs.
That's what your eyes look like when you're in a mushroom.
Yeah, I'm like,
Perfect. Oh my God.
but yeah, then they just like super glow inside. Yeah, I crazy lined it. I'm like, well, I'll just take a string of lights and just see how far down I can go. It was really fun.
Great.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so I was like, okay, so yeah. It takes like 3 seconds for the dice to glow. I'll take the other one.
That's awesome.
So it's like, okay, the regular dice. 2, 3.
Oh my
Glowy dice.
gosh, what is happening over there?
It's great.
That's
Regular dice.
Oh. And they're
I'm
back.
back.
oh, they're back.
Okay. So right. I love it. But it's super loud.
That was funny to actually like watch them fall out of the cup too.
So right. One of these days I'm gonna be like nighttime, like not turn off all my lights, just like
Where does everyone want to go?
I want to go out of the Underdark.
There's a list where everyone wants to go.
Ow.
Okay, here we go.
I do still think we should go to Sloobledrop.
Yeah.
I think it's probably our best bet right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
He says, I do suggest though that after that we head more southwards, away from what's it called, Mezabaran.
Yeah, Menza Baronzon.
Yeah, I suggest we head south away from Menzabaranzon because we don't want to go closer towards the people who slaved us. We could go to Graxloth in the south from Belkinville. In fact,
If we're going north though, south is where we came from.
I know. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Sorry. He says, I think we should go south instead. Going north, even a little bit, puts us in danger of being near Mezarandaran.
Yeah. Wheelbarrow?
And I don't know. It's a bigger city, and we can, get better equipment for you surfers slowest to escape. I don't feel comfortable going north, closer to the Drow slaves.
Well, you don't have to,
Huh?
friend. I said you don't have to. Sorry. You don't have to, friend.
I mean,
Come to go your way if you'd like to go to a different. But
Yeah, if you'd like to
the
proceed
Underdark is treacherous,
south from
and
here.
we.
I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
stupid
that's it.
enough to travel the Underdark by myself. That's how I got into the
Okay.
situation. I'm just helping give information, Minotaur. You're our stranger to this land. I'm just trying to help give information.
Is he full of crap?
Pretty much.
You can insight check.
I'm just trying to help you get re-enslaved for my own benefit. No, I think he's good, man.
I think it's time to switch some dice
Dang
over
it.
I mean,
No.
regardless of what you rolled, you get a sense of that there's like a general fear of going towards the Drow's main city.
Which is up towards the north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So the Kuatoa town is north, and even more north.
And then
is,
further than that.
yeah. But
It's like twice or
Yeah.
3 times as far.
yeah.
Though, so-
Everyone roll a perception check.
Not great.
13
Oh,
for
oh,
Electra.
dang it!
Not great.
So for this,
19.
he has rolled 7.
I
5.
rolled a 9, so 8.
I got 8.
19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carry the team, Tamara.
And also,
Tamara.
I rolled an 8 as well.
okay.
Yeah.
So Tamara and Electa, you as he's talking about not wanting to go more north towards the Drow city, You see the other people who live in the Underdark, like, kind of like have a fearful and like understanding look when he says not wanting to go north towards, even anywhere north towards the city, because you get the idea that like the Drow are like one of the most feared entities in the Underdark, especially like if you've been a slave. So you guys do kind of see like, at least you two kind of do see like people like very like what he's talking about, like a like a deep kind of understanding of that.
Probably we shouldn't go that direction.
Jimjar will say, I do think we should go to the Koa town, but with all due respect, Madam Minotaur, you don't understand how terrible the Drow are. So do be a little lenient with him, please. All of us have extreme fear of going even
I, as
one
a
foot.
player, am about ready to stab him because I'm like, I don't care for your attitude.
Well, this was Jimjar.
That was Jim Jar.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah,
the other
he
guy
was
that I'm about ready to stab because I don't care for your attitude.
And then you all hear like in your mind school like, take me to the Neverlight Grove.
Do we have any idea where that is?
I mean, you guys have a map with very, very, very general. Like I kind of explained it like the little kid placemat with like the different states and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a very crude map. It doesn't show any tunnels, doesn't show anything. It definitely doesn't show the shading part that shows the upper dark. And then Jimjar will continue saying, I don't want to go north either, but I'm from. I keep trying to figure out what accent I used for him. Fix it in post, Daniel. Okay.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Can't fix my accent post.
There is a deep gnome city north from here too, called Blinkenstone. I've never seen it, but there has been a rumor of a passage to the surface. It's a child tale thing that we would talk about, the scary monsters above. I've never seen it. I've never known anyone who knows of it. It's just been a tall tale. But I'm also terrified to go north, and I'm not exactly welcome in the town anymore.
We got maps, at least basic maps along our way, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I would say, well, ultimately, if we wish to stop in Blingdenstone, Slubludop is closer. It would be a stop along our way. Slubludop would likely be our first stop, whether we are going to remain there or if we're going to move on quickly.
And Jimjar will say, and like I said, I do think Slubludop is the best choice. I'm just horrified to try and take one step north after all this.
It's the closest place that we have any hope of hospitality. Beyond that, anywhere where we might have a chance of anyone caring what happens to us is much further. Even the large settlements, Menza Baranzan, it's so drow-dominated from what I understand. I don't trust that we would be... If we go to Menza Baranzan, I don't trust that we wouldn't be captured in the streets and sold into slavery again. The Drow are treacherous. We need to stay away from them as much as we possibly can. Menza Baranzan is a Drow city. Slubludop, I can't say that I entirely trust the Kuotoa as a whole. No offense, Shushar. I have concerns about those who
After what we went through with the mind flares and the eradication, it's not taken.
Shushar as an individual, I believe we can trust. The Kuotoa as a people, I have further questions. We're in a dangerous place here, people. This is not something that we can take lightly. Slubludop, even if we're going to be safe there momentarily, we have to be on our guard for as long as we are moving
In
there.
the-
It's not safe here, no matter what we do. We're not safe anywhere. We can't let our guards down. We can't trust that the place that we're in is going to be kind to us. Whatever we do, it's dangerous here, and we have to be sure that we're constantly aware of that. That being said, we are isolated. Velkenvelv is not close to any settlements that would be safer for us other than Slubludop. I believe it's the only place that we can go that we even have a chance of being greeted with any warmth at all. And while I may have my concerns and my hesitations, I feel it's the only place we can move now that will be safe for us, or as safe as we can possibly be, where we are, who we are, escaped slaves. It's dangerous here for us, whether we are escaped slaves or not, frankly, but we have to go where it is least dangerous for now. We don't have the strength to take any other options. Slubludop needs to be our path for this moment at least. Beyond that, what path we take, we can determine then, but for now, we need to reach the safest haven that is near us. We can make our decisions from there.
I agree, and from where we have Drow in the south of us right now, from Velkenvelv. And the advantage of going north to Slubludop is that the Drow of Menzaberens are not looking for us actively and hunting us. And I would be more concerned getting away from those maybe tracking us and pursuing us than the chance that a more distant settlement of Drow might come across us.
And who's gonna think of a bunch of slaves heading north toward the capital? I mean, honestly, not the smartest move to begin with.
Jimdar. I mean, to be fair, I mean, north is the Deep Gnome city, and there are 3 Deep Gnomes, so...
Still, with a group like ours, I have to assume that the Drow of Velkenvelv are not going to assume that we are going to head to the closest Kuotoa settlement, even with Shushar in tow.
I mean, let's be fair, no one, not even the Kuotoa, go to the Kuotoa settlement.
All the better for us.
Okay, well, I mean...
And we've done everything we can to slow the Drow's pursuit of us. That's all we've done all we can do. I've laid
Rubido will
traps.
say.
Slow them and forge ahead.
Rubido will say, I'll ask that I can join. I do apologize, Lady Minotaur. I just... The Drow have taken much from them, so I feel a little scared, but... I would
Drow
like
have
to
taken
accompany...
much from all of us.
Fear is not shameful. Not a problem. And
How do we get out of the Underdark?
that is the big
That's
question.
the ultimate question.
Jimdar,
That's
I
the end
mean,
goal.
none of us have ever thought of going to the surface, so I'm not sure.
There's like 2/3 of the party that want to actually leave the Underdark. Everybody else is like, I just want to go back home.
You hear cool.
Well, those. I mean, it'd probably be better if our group was smaller. So if anyone wants
leader.
to leave, feel free.
Right?
Our leader is an ancient life form who's been alive for thousands of years. He knows the Underdark. He can help you leave, and he will give you shelter.
Who is this that's telling us this?
Stool.
Cool.
The sweetie pie.
Say, look,
Yeah,
our
definitely
path
fine.
out of the Underdark, that's our ultimate goal, but that has to be point C. We need to worry about point B right now.
Yes. Yes.
We cannot leave the Underdark from here. There is
After
not
the
an
fish.
exit that I am aware of, that we've been told of, that there would... And we would be aware of this. It would be on the map. They would know if there was a passage down here. At least an obvious one.
I guess
If
what
there's
I'm
an
wondering,
unknown one, perhaps we could find it, but we can't rely on that at this time. We have to rely on what the information we have been given gives us. We have to know the fastest route out of here. We can't rely on exploring and hoping. We have to go where we feel our truest path is.
I guess I'm
And
like,
likely, the safest paths upwards are in places like Blingdenstone or perhaps Menzoberranzan, places we don't want to go. But we need to worry about where we go from here before we worry about how we return to the surface. We can't...
We definitely need to regroup first.
Sorry, what's up, Heidi?
well, I just like which B would get us closer to the information that we would need to get to see.
Mhm.
That's
So
why.
we'll just say, okay, fish first and then home. And our leader will tell you where the exit is.
Maybe give a little pat pat.
Yeah.
You're a little.
I
Yeah.
feel like Karma at this point has taken an interest in Stool, that he like kind of creeps up to him like all nervously and is like sniffing at him.
Yeah.
Still just stares at him and then sneezes in his face, and all this powder goes into. So he can communicate with. So you guys can communicate telepathically with your blink dog now.
Yeah, Karma and Stool now can...
Jim, huh?
I will telepathically say to Stool that it's like, look, Stool, no matter what we do, we will get you home if we are able. We will take you as far as we possibly can.
Thank you. That bad drow man took me from my home.
Yes, and we want you to be safe. We have to be careful, though. It's very dangerous for all of us, not just for you. And many of us have other places we need to go to find our safety. And it's dangerous down here, but we're with you, Stool.
Okay. What? Let's head to the fish. Jim Jar. Hey,
I just see Stool like marching out all confident in front of everybody, like, let's go.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
hey, you two quiet twins.
What?
What do you have
Oh,
to
yeah,
say?
the twins.
You just see Tip pops into her, just kind of quiet, like, yeah, we'll yeah, I mean, we'll probably head north to Blightstone too, or something. We'll follow. But you'd like still looking very like, not self-absorbed. What do you call it? Like, internally, just kind of like nervous
Reserved.
towards themselves. Yeah.
As soon as we've made a decision where we're going, I will kind of quietly try to get the attention of Quinn, the Twinitars, and Jim Jar. And to the Twinitars and Quinn and Jim Jar, I will say, is like, if we could have a private word away from the rest of the group for just a moment, I think it would be best.
Yeah, all right.
And so,
And maybe have
Camera.
Mara take point while we kind of hang back a little bit.
yeah. And if you guys, I guess, including Chris, since Jim Jar's part of this, if you want to jump into, like, just beyond the wings for a second.
Ooh.
Be right back.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, all right.
Okay, hold on. I gotta pull out my. Oh, right there.
So it's 11:45. How late do we want to go?
Music's back.
Jamin will be right back.
Yeah. Just call together the rest of the party, and once
The immediate party
Yeah.
pieces. The surface party
yeah,
pieces.
once Jim
So-
Jar's given us a moment, I will just say that, like, look, Jim Jar has the best of intentions, but I assure you there is something ugly going on in Bupido's head. I don't know what it is, but he gives me an impression that is very unpleasant. I'm not usually attuned to this sort of thing, but it is something that is very clear to me. Steer clear of Bubido. Watch him. Make sure he does not take watch alone. Whatever you do, ensure that he is observed at all times. And whatever he tries to tell you, do not trust him. There's something about him that is dangerous.
We need to do something about him in our company.
I don't know. Look, at this point in our journey, every hand that we can have is an asset to us, whether we can trust it completely or not. We need to have all of the help we can get. Traveling through the Underdark is incredibly dangerous. We're constantly all in danger just living here, just being. And as much as I hate to admit it, while I don't trust him in the slightest, an extra pair of hands is something that is useful. He can help us gather resources, he can help watch when we're in danger, but we just have to be sure that we don't trust him. I don't know what it is about him, but whatever it is, we can't trust Bubido.
Good to know.
And there may very well be a time where does no longer outweigh.
You cut out for part of that.
Yeah, right there at the end.
Oh, darn.
No longer outweigh.
That his usefulness be outweighed by his problem.
Possibly. If we sense anything wrong, we need to be prepared to stop him, to take him down. And frankly, that likely needs to extend to all of us. If you sense anything unstable, anything dangerous, anything threatening to all of you about any of us, you need to be prepared to stop us at a moment's notice. This is not the kind of place that we can assume camaraderie. We cannot assume that any one of us is safe. We cannot assume that any one of us is trustworthy. Trust me only as far as you can see that I am on your side. If for a moment you think that I am compromised, that if something is wrong with me, that if you sense that there is danger to any of you coming from me, malice from me, kill me. End me at a moment's notice. I do not hesitate to tell you that if there is any doubt in your mind about my motives, about what I stand for, kill me on the spot. If you think that I am under the thrall of the drow, kill me. Don't bother to try to return me from whatever you think that I am under. It's not worth it. The group matters more than any one of us. We all come from a place above. At least many of us do. All of us do. Some of our companions down here I do think are likely trustworthy. I like Jim Jar. I think he's a good person. And in spite of his misgivings, I think that the twins, children though they may be and unsettling though they may be, I think that they are likely also trustworthy. But what matters is that the greater good is served. If you doubt me, if you doubt any one of us, you need to put the rest of the group before whoever it is, whatever minority it is that you believe is dangerous. It's too important. Bupido may be suspect number one, but it doesn't matter. Anyone, whether we think we can trust them or not, question everything.
Oh, it's just the surface immediate group.
We can't take anything for granted. It's simply not safe for us to assume that we know anything in a situation like this. If there's anything that you question from one of the surface dwellers or from one of those that we have met here, doesn't matter. Just be cautious, be careful, and seek the preservation of as many of the group as you can. This can't be about individuals any longer. It has to be about the collective. If we wanted to escape one by one on our own, we certainly could have tried it. But the only reason we got out of there alive, that we escaped Velkenveld alive, that we escaped Drow forces and whatever demons were attacking there alive, the reason that we're still standing here is that we worked together. If we tried to do this on our own, if we tried to go one by one, we would have been picked off. We would have been crushed like ants. The fact that we're here means that we're stronger together, and that is valuable, but it also doesn't mean that we can trust those that we are with. Watch each other closely.
Perilous balance strike, but I see and understand why that is something that ready for and doing actively.
I don't want to put distance between us in such a way that it will make it difficult for us to trust one another, but I also understand that the situation we are in is volatile. I understand volatility. Alchemy is my chosen path. It's what I specialize in. And everything that I deal, every reagent, every single component of what I do is volatile in its own way. It may seem perfectly stable, but if you add it to the wrong ingredient, it will burst or explode. It will turn into smoke and flames. Everything can be dangerous in the wrong context, and we need to be as aware as we possibly can be of what we are up against and what kinds of interactions we're creating, and what kinds of reactions will occur when things are mixed. Bupido, I feel, is the most volatile component among us at this time. Something about him unsettles me, something about him is dangerous, and I feel that he is an accident waiting to happen. And if we are not mindful of that, it is likely that we'll all die. Perhaps we'll be picked off, perhaps we'll be killed all at once. I don't know what the situation will be, but we need to be mindful of where we are, who we are, what we are, who our companions are, and what they represent. And I can't say that I 100% trust any of you. We come from such different backgrounds that it's difficult for me to pass any sort of judgment on that sort of thing. However, we need to have a sense of motion, and in order for us to have that momentum, we need to stand together. And the impressions I've gotten of you, all of you here, are certainly stronger and safer than those that I've gotten from Bupido. I feel that he is the wolf among the sheep at this time. If we're going to be passing forward to Slubludop, wherever we go from there, we need to be constantly watchful of him in particular, but also of one another, to ensure that as many of us survive to make our way back to our homes as we possibly can. I can't offer you any proof of my own goodwill. I can't offer you any hope or trust in me beyond simply what I've done for you and with you, and I understand that if you're going to be suspicious of me or suspicious of one another, you have every reason to be. We're in a very, very ugly, dark place here. There's no helping that, but if we're to move forward and if we're to survive, we have to stand together as much as we possibly can. That's all I can say. All I can say is that I won't betray you. I will stand with you. I'll do everything to support all of you that I possibly can. I hope you'll do the same for me. We cannot expect the same from Bupido in particular, but perhaps from all of our companions who are native to this place. We have to at least have a sense that they are questionable until they have proven their loyalty.
Druka, after Electo's kind of a speech, kind of motivating, cautionary speech, she kind of straightens up a little bit and looks over to Artag like, kind of reminds me of Dad.
That's probably why I tuned him out like 20 minutes ago.
Also, is gonna just want to say this is something I'm very try to take an extra measure of caution when interacting. Can't say I'm used to in a group that I need to mistrust. Try to keep an eye out.
You're cutting out
Do
for
you-
a lot of that.
Oh, sorry. He's just. Why are we? No. Maybe it's not plugged in. He just wants to say that I can say I haven't spent much time among people that I've had to be wary or cautious. Try to eat your cat. Do any of you are any of you race? Yes. Understanding very.
We missed part of that again.
Well, he's asking. Do you guys know about what team?
He's asking about the race. Do you know anything about
Darrow?
Darrow?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do we know anything about the Darrow? Like, maybe
Jim Jar had mentioned something passing about being like the descendants of a mad god or something, but like I can't remember exactly, but something like that.
I will be right back, but if we need to make a check or anything, I'll make it when I get back.
Okay. And then we'll set up, because it's midnight, so we should probably get to bed.
All right.
All good, but we'll
All
set
right.
up for a little bit.
We're going to dumping bowl or wherever it's called. The place up north. The fish city.
Slip and slide. I'm calling it slip and slide from now on.
I called it stomping bowl.
Gotta watch for us. Like, hey,
Dang slip and slides, man. I get you every time.
So are we planning to go north then?
Yeah.
I think
That's
that's a
what it
correct
sounds like.
plan.
Blub.
Well, should we head north?
Northward.
Jim Jar yells like as you guys are kind of conversing.
I think north is the plan.
To the north.
Don't want to give the Drow too much of a home field advantage.
I mean, kind of already do.
Yeah.
Jim Jar just kind of looks at you like, and just shakes his head and walks off.
Actually, Jim Jar had mentioned that he thinks the twins are sick. Can medicine check with them?
Huh?
Like to do like a medicine check to see if I notice anything.
Sure.
Yeah,
Which-
I'm gonna go.
Which die? They all
concerned
betray
about
me.
Quinn. I want to kind of just hang out and come over with Quinn and maybe just do an insight instead of a medicine.
Yeah, you insight. I will check them through. Hopefully. Oh, that's not
So
bad.
are you like just looking at them, or are you like touching them? And...
I think we're gonna go up and we're gonna be like, can I just give you a once over, make sure you're not hurt, make sure everything's okay?
They don't speak anything but undercommon, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they only speak undercommon.
Or they also speak Gnomish.
I don't know that either.
Or you just have Soul Sneeze on them.
Right? Do his spores mean that we can all telepathically link to each other as well, not
Yep.
just to him directly?
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean
okay.
it's supposed to be like once per day, but I don't know, this is just easier.
Yeah, so I just like telepathically just like let them know, but I just kind of want to look them over. Just
Okay. Well,
Give
first
them
you
a
have Stool
physical
Sneeze on
care.
them, and they like freak out a little bit when he sneezes, and just like
whoa, 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 whoa.
Like-
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
you just hear like, what are they doing?
We just want to give you a once over. Make sure you're not hurt too badly. Make
You
sure.
see their eyes wide as like you're like not speaking, and they're like. We can say like when you talk like we'll say it's that when you talk like they hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
It translates.
So it's not just like
I am speaking to you.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you a
they
once-over
they
and
look
see how
really
you're doing.
confused.
Just like we
They
just
look really
make sure you're not hurt. Make sure that you're healthy. Everything.
I want to see how you're doing.
We're fine. We're fine. Thank you though.
I rolled a 9 on my insight, so great.
A what?
A 9?
I rolled a
I mean,
16, but it's not going to help if they don't let me check them.
I mean, they're, you can tell they're like really scared and nervous and just like wanting to kind of like stay to themselves,
I'm going to reach
No
into.
red flags here.
I'm going to reach into a pocket to try and like convince them. I'm going to pull out like basically a card. I think. Let me look and see exactly what it says.
I have a dice set. We could play some dice to loosen them up. But we need to get going.
Yeah.
Wait, where you? I mean, we can take a few more minutes. What are you handing to them?
I have a like a badge kind of thing, like a card that says that I'm like a certified healer,
Okay.
basically. So it would have some kind of a symbol. I would think that is just like generally recognized as being a healer.
Is it just like paper? Is it just like paper?
Yeah,
Is it also metal?
the way I kind of picture it is like a driver's license. It's got like my picture on it. It's got the emblem that says I'm a healer. It's got like my name and stuff on it.
They just stare at it, kind of confused because it's in common, probably.
But I just kind of imagine that the symbols kind of more general.
Some healing symbols on it.
Yeah.
are- Like,
like a cross, like a red cross kind of thing that
Yeah.
everybody recognizes the cross is for like health in general.
I'm still gonna say they don't really know what it is because the symbology of things might not.
And they're kids,
Yeah.
so they might not have as much broad experience.
But do you have like in like a certain container? Or is it just like a plastic?
Yeah,
thing,
it's
or-
just like a plastic card that I pulled out
Okay,
of my.
Yeah, they'll just kind of like look kind of like confused.
Maybe like a hardened glass or something. I don't know if there's plastic in.
Do I have anything else? If I pull out my I wish it let me see what the heck this thing is. I have an herbalism kit that I use for like helping me heal. Hold on.
Okay.
I also have the healer's calm feature. Would that apply here?
What does it do?
It says healers are almost universally seen positively. They can gain the trust of almost any intelligent creature that is sick or hurt if they present themselves as willing to help. Even hostile creatures will often let a healer approach them to render aid. This effect is instantly negated if the healer or their companions acts with hostility.
Okay. We'll say that they kind of start to, with that, get the idea that, okay, you're a healer, but they'll just say, oh, it's fine. We don't.
It's really no.
We're not hurt.
It's really no trouble. I just want to make sure that everything's okay.
They look at each other like really nervous and say, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I rolled a 16 on my medicine check.
Okay. They look fine, like a little malnourished, from slop every day, but they don't have any bruises. They don't have anything that would indicate like. You notice when they're. I'm just really gonna quick go out of chat with Sadie, and then we'll come back and wrap it up.
Into Beyond the Wings?
Yeah,
Sweet.
Beyond the Wings.
That's so handy.
It's very nice.
Cool.
The only thing I'm looking at is going, am I getting their recordings?
Oh no.
That's the only thing I don't know about.
So can I be heard better with this headset, or is it still cutting out?
You're just really quiet.
So far, so good.
It sounds
Yeah,
good
it's-
here, yeah. It was cutting out a
Great.
few minutes ago, but I'm hearing everything.
Well, I switched headsets, so I'm wondering if the other one.
It sounds
Sorry.
a lot.
Sorry.
It sounds a lot clearer now. Yeah,
I pushed the wrong button.
I don't think I'm not losing stuff from you in the way I was before. So hopefully that's a good sign. Yeah, I feel like Electo has been falling into this like party face role weirdly, even though that wasn't really how I intended him to go. It's just kind of like, but he
I
has
feel
a
like
decent
I always
charisma score, so
I always feel like I intend to build a party face, and then I don't have the capability to roleplay as the party face.
Yeah. And if you ever want to be like, Quinn does this and this to try and do this, you can also.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we
And then say,
do we have our
so you-
do we have our equipment?
We're good. Oh, sorry. They just look at you and say, we're good. Thank you.
Yeah. Do we have our equipment like that we have listed on our starting equipment, or was that?
You guys weren't able to retrieve all your stuff, I think,
Okay.
because you didn't go into. Well, I can't remember. Did we have it in the armory or did we not?
I thought we
We did go like raid the armory. We did do that.
Yeah.
I think we hit
and
the
that might have
armory.
just
And
been like the armor and the weapons type
Yeah,
stuff.
I just can't remember
The
if
other
we
stuff went out.
got like all your guys' stuff because Electo doesn't have his spell book. So.
Yeah, we didn't get all of it
Bolso.
because Bolso
Okay,
had to
yeah,
leave his
Bolso
spell
doesn't
book,
have his-
and I
Oh,
had to
Bolso,
leave
yes,
my arcane focus. But I didn't know if we'd have like our rations.
You guys didn't, but you have. You guys got 12 days of rations.
Oh, we have 12 days of rations.
Mhm.
Okay.
Before you have to harvest mushrooms.
Okay. So I'm gonna just send you a ration. And I'm just gonna say, make sure you're eating. Try to stay calm, like everything's gonna be fine.
And they say, thank you.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go back because she said she
Oh,
has
I will say, you do see some common flu-like symptoms.
flu
also.
symptoms.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you don't know if it's flu per se, but just that kind of like
Yeah.
tiredness and
Yeah.
you know,
The lethargy,
Goodness.
maybe a little feverish. And,
amongst those other things I mentioned.
Actually, in the same way that I pulled a bunch of the party aside, can I also then pull Stool aside and kind of say, like, Stool, I'm glad that you're with us, and I'm glad that you're safe. I just want to warn you, if Bupido wants to do anything with you alone, make sure that you don't go with him. Find one of us, one of the rest of us.
Okay.
I think he might be dangerous. Be careful with
Okay,
him,
I'll stay
please.
with the cows.
Good plan. Stay with us as much as you can, all right?
So before I leave the twins, I just want to say, like, when we go to sleep for the evening, make sure you come and see me first.
Okay, yeah.
And then I'm gonna go to Ruka. Did you say you have dice?
Well, I don't know.
Do we have dice?
I do now. It's in my tool proficiency, but I don't know if I have them.
Whether we actually have it?
Well, I mean, we'll say that there's some dice in the, because that's a pretty common thing that a soldier would have. So that's in the backpack you guys snatched.
Okay.
I think we had some dice we picked up. They're not my dice, but we have some.
If it's possible, later, can we play dice with the twins? Because they're really stressed out and we need to kind of get them to just relax.
Lighten the mood a little bit. Don't. So maybe chatting with Electo might not be the most, like, it's a little heavy for the kids. But we can have some fun.
Yeah. We just want them to kind of relax a little bit.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, those of you I pulled aside, I'm not like trying to strain anybody, but I'm just like, we've got to be careful. Like, we're gonna...
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Not a
Okay.
levity.
So are you guys going to take a long rest here, or are you going to travel a bit?
No, we should try to
I can travel further.
Okay.
Yeah.
At what pace do you guys want to travel? I think it's 3 options. A fast pace, which can get you 8 miles per day. A normal pace, which is 6 miles per day, or a slow, which is 4 miles per day. If you're going the fast pace, you get -5 to your passive perceptions, and you don't do any forging. If you do the normal, there's no penalty. Here, let me just actually post this.
I need all
Let me
the
just post.
I can get, so I'm in favor of the normal.
Yeah, you guys do have
Yeah.
rations, so you don't have to. Well,
Seems fine.
you have food. I don't know about water, but you guys do at least have. You don't have to worry about food foraging for at least a day or 2.
Yeah. Well, and I'm not so much concerned directly about the food as running into more problems unforeseen.
Yeah.
With the
That did not come out like I expected it to. Okay, so yeah, so if you're fast, your guys' passive perceptions will be -5, and there'll be no foraging. If it's normal speed, there's no penalty, and if you're going slow, you can have improved foraging and be able to stealth.
I think normal because we're trying to be aware, but we're not necessarily trying to sneak past anyone specifically.
Yeah, I think
I'm kind of inclined to try to keep things slow, because that way we can forage and try to keep ourselves stocked, but at the same time I also don't want us to move too slowly.
yeah.
So maybe like a normal pace
That's kind of what I was thinking was
to start out at least.
a normal pace.
Yeah.
I'm
Because
trying to go from
it's the best balance between how far we can get and how much we can do.
Yeah, it's probably best if we move as quickly as we can without incurring penalties, but if we can't forage quite as much, that's fine. We do have some supplies of our own. As long as we are at least able to kind of keep an eye out for both dangers and for supplies as much as we possibly can. Normal speed is probably what I'd say we should be going for.
if things get low or a little more shaky, then we can take it slow.
Might take us a few days to reach Slubludop at that rate. I mean, it's going to take us a few days no matter what, but it's probably
Yeah.
going to take us, I don't know, 5-6 days at this rate.
Okay.
At an estimate,
I think
looking at
I
the
think
map
the
anyway.
most important thing I think for us right now is the ability to see danger coming, and to
Yeah.
go any faster than normal dampens that.
Yeah.
'Cause
The
we're
ability to
gonna want
use
to be.
the ability to use stealth would be valuable to us if we actually see that we're being followed by any drow, but I don't know, we laid those traps in the way to slow them down that might have given us enough of a lead that we can like,
Maybe
Spend a day or
take.
so.
yeah.
Maybe we can take a day or two at least of normal speed before we have to slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't want to run to the end of the supplies we have because foraging isn't a guarantee. Like, foraging is useful and it helps us survive, but like we don't want, like, if we want to rely on foraging first as much as we possibly can, because the supplies we have, when we run out of the supplies we have, we're just out until we reach somewhere we can restock. And the morale of the group depends partially on the knowledge that we will be able to eat tomorrow in the same way that we're able to eat today. And so, like, we want to make sure that whatever foraging we do, we're able to kind of keep on top of it and make sure we're not like, okay, well, that's all the food we have. Hopefully we find some tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
so it's... Especially where, as we've talked about, we don't 100% trust everybody in the group. Like, if there's unrest over food, that
could heighten all those tensions.
yeah, that heightens those tensions, and that is like an easy failure point in the morale where it's like, you know, if we don't trust somebody and somebody either doesn't trust us or potentially even has like predatory intentions towards us, we don't want to exacerbate that. So
yeah.
Okay. So you guys will be traveling at a normal speed.
Day one, normal speed.
Cool. Well, we should probably call it good here, and I'll figure out some stuff for you guys for traveling for next week.
Woo!